as we normally do around this time, we are active, we are live, we are engaged. And we going to send this invite. We gonna send this invite to the brother Vlad, and we gonna talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, this world is about a lot of things, right? But one of them is decisions, and the other ones is perspective. And you can which perspective is the right perspective. Well, in military it says that the best view, the best perspective is from the top. That's why I use the term overstanding. Understanding is cool. A lot of people understand what's going on, but overstanding, it's seeing the same things but from an elevated view. And when you have an elevated perspective, an elevated view, then you start seeing the world like the elites. um that is why words need to be, especially in our generation, in our days and times, words and the language need to be um, re-educated, re-met, re-taught, relearned. That's why for many of us we have to unlearn what we've been taught. Because if you are truly conscious, because I don't want to use the word woke, because see, some of you, some people out there get triggered by the word woke because they think that a certain group or certain band or a certain, they put their narrative out there. So you say the word woke and they start thinking about the Democrats in California or New York and them type of crowds, and they're like, oh, you use the word woke, so you must be one of them. They got you. They got you. So similar to a lot of words that trigger a lot of folks, images that trigger a lot of folks. I'm upset that the rainbow, which once stood for something beautiful, something biblical, something of nature and God, now a certain group of people have got a hold of it. Kind of like kind of like a kidnap, you know and and uh and did they thing with it. Now their narrative is that people think that the rainbow stands for homosexuals. So we need to be more mindful of these things, of words, and how the same way they can control a narrative, different people can control a narrative. The only thing is that they have power, resources, and the means to go about it. You know, um, but that shouldn't be a reason to limit us. You know, uh, with perspective, a lot of people say that people in the past had it better. Some people say that people today have it better. It's all about perspective. That's why, the title is The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, because some see the good, some see the bad, some see the ugly, some see a little bit of everything, some see it all complete. Back in the day, our ancestors didn't have uh, the means to communicate as as we can today. Just look at this example right now. I We got this channel. I'm speaking to whoever comes across this. And just on a side note, if you do happen to come across this channel and you do happen to relate to the other videos of upliftment, of knowledge, of true knowledge, higher power, then you can consider yourself a chosen one, because you don't have to be here. You could be watching sports. You could be watching wrestling. You could be watching the soaps. You could be watching Days of Our Lives, As the World Turns. You could be watching the news. You could be doing or watching or listening to Cardi B or Drake or your favorite rapper, you know. But you choose to tap in and you choose to listen, and that's a great thing. We have Brother Vlad tapping in. Brother Vlad, how are you this morning? Can you hear me, Brother Vlad? Okay, maybe Brother Vlad is having some technical difficulties. I don't know if he could hear me. Maybe I'm the one that's having technical difficulties, you know. But I'm sure that we'll figure it out. So as I was saying, you know, our ancestors, they didn't have these. They had to rely on books. They had to have books, and if they didn't have books, they couldn't get this knowledge, unless they had other people to talk to. You know, uh, in previous times, previous generations, you know, brothers and sisters, they got together and they formed groups, cliques, tribes, societies, you know, to band with each other, to talk about certain topics and certain things that was very important to their days and times. Sometimes they had to do it in secret because you know, history is history. I recommend that everyone study history from all over the world. If you have to study the history that most uh, uh, the most that you're attracted to, or the most that you relate to, your local history, if that so be. But when you start you know, expanding, you know, you should just research the history of power. You know, how others got into power, how they maintained power, how they overturned power, and you know, study that, because that's what we like to talk about on this channel. You know what I mean? Power, success, wisdom, love, survival, upliftment. You know, all the things that is needed for a functional society. You know, for a successful society to thrive. We got Brother Vlad back. You know, let's see if Brother Vlad, can you hear me?
Hey, what's going on, my bro?
Yeah, let's salute Brother Vlad. He's live and direct. You on the road again, huh?
Yes, indeed, my bro. You know, we got to handle this business before we can't handle no more. You know, because
That's what time
times
it
is
is.
getting tough.
We got to
You know,
stand on business. You know, we got to stand on business. We got to drive on business. We just got to thrive on business. Our business got to be our families is first and foremost. You know what I mean? And all the other
yeah.
businesses that come after. How's your morning going?
Oh man, it's sunshine this time, bro. Last time I came out was snowing and icy, and shoot, bro, it's beautiful right now, my bro. See how's it out there in the central, bro?
Oh, you know, I'm in between the tropics of Cancer and the tropics of Capricorn. So, you know, it's tropical over here. You know what I mean?
That's nice. Shit, motherfucker be eating the real mangoes over there, but we having the fake shit over here.
Right. I just had some mangoes last night and this morning, man. You know what I mean? That's
Oh, bro. I know that. That's my 'Cause I be going to the store, right? When we go to the store, me and my wife, I be getting the watermelon in the winter. And my girl's like, you know that shit fake as hell, man. Watermelon in the winter, you know what I mean? Mangoes in the
Yeah.
winter. I was like, yeah, the shit, you know what I mean? We eat the fake shit over here, bro. It's kind of like, what can we do about it, bro? Sometimes, you know.
I
So,
mean, first we need to analyze, just everything, right? And part of the everything is that, we have no control how we were raised. You know what I mean? Like in my family, bro, every Friday, we were like somewhere bottom middle class, So every Friday, it was like eating out day. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
we would go buy like Taco Bell. You know what I mean? Like big for the whole family. You know what I'm saying? Or
yeah.
Kentucky Fried Chicken. The three places that my grandmother liked was Taco Bell, Kentucky Fried Chicken, or Burger King. And out of those three, they switched it up. Back in the day, I used to live for those days. You feel me? Like even when I was growing up in my adolescence, but now I can't stand that shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Taco
yeah,
Bell is
yeah.
dog food, bro. You know what I mean?
Oof. And I
Like
love the fucking bean burritos at Taco Bell, bro. You know?
and that's part of the analysis, right? Because some people, bro, it's like that's what I want to get at is that we're addicted. We don't it's not our fault that we were introduced to these things, you know what I mean, like Kool-Aid, like Twinkies, like Oreos and Chips Ahoy and all this stuff that I mean, just mentioning that stuff to some people listening, their mouth is going to start water. I don't know if they've done the research on the Skinner experiments where they were doing experiments with the dogs, and that's where they started learning about how to control humans, because they had a little bell that they would bling, and then they would feed the dog, and then they would do that every day, bling, and they would feed the dog some peanut butter, and then bling, and they would feed the dog some peanut butter, and then after a while, after they trained them, they would just bling the bell, bling, and the dog's mouth would just start watering without even,
It's
you know what I mean?
like, yeah, that's crazy, bro. So basically, we're the dogs.
Right. I mean, we are animals. You know what I'm saying? And we
I
are
mean, they're treating
programmable.
us like dogs and shit.
We're trainable, bro. You got to understand that the elites, they see us. The legal word is chattel. You know what I mean? Which translate to cattle, bro. They see us like farm animals, bro. They take care of us. When we start complaining, like on these lives, how a lot of victims do, like, oh man, look at what they're feeding us. Oh man, look at, you know what I mean? The things that the general public do, which is good at a certain point. But you know how they hear it? These ungrateful fucks. You know what I mean? We give them sports. We give them entertainment. We give them fucking celebrities. We give them all these. You go to the supermarket, bro. You could buy anything you want.
But it's all bullshit, though. You know what I mean?
Well, whose fault is that? That's where we need to become farmers again. You know what I mean? We need to grow
Oh,
our
yeah,
own
yeah.
food. That's my goal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, bro. That's what
I
I was
can't.
saying.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was watching, I mean, this is old news, but I'm pretty sure everybody knows about it. Like the McDonald's burger, you know how they mummified the patty and shit. Basically, that bitch don't go out for like 50 years. This guy
Right.
did an experiment like in the 1960s on the burger, and the bitch is still in good condition to this day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Come to find out, the burger patty, McDonald's burger patty, has over 70 ingredients in it. When a
Right.
regular burger patty has like four ingredients in it, like some salt, a little bit of pepper, a little bit of this, but they put like 70 ingredients in the burger patty. I mean, in the McDonald's burger patty, bro. I don't know if it's for everywhere, but that right there is letting you know they're just giving us a mummy patty, bro. That bitch can live forever, bro. You know what I'm
That's a
saying? And
that's a
that should
fact.
tell you something. If bacteria won't eat that bitch, you know what I mean? You shouldn't eat it either, it's crazy, bro. Like bacteria don't want to touch that shit, bro. That's how bad that shit is. But yeah, just It's
and
complimenting
that's
your
just
point. You know what I mean?
and that's just the tip of the iceberg. You know what I mean? And I'm glad that you mentioned that because there's some people still eating McDonald's today. And let's get this straight. We not judging nobody, bro. Like if you out there in the streets and you just got $1 and then you in the inner city. You know what I mean? And that's what you got to eat. That's what you got to eat. I know what an inner city looks like. It's nothing but concrete. You know what I mean? It's not like what you said if you live in these, so-called third world countries where there's mango trees everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's all kind of trees, and it's changing too, bro. They're trying to get
Oh
rid of
yeah.
that too.
Yeah, I noticed that Palestinian dude wants to turn the El Salvador into a tourist place, bro. You know what I mean?
Right.
He wants to bring them dollars in, so he's gonna start chopping shit up and shit, and moving people out of their land, and you know, and it's
Well,
gonna be what it is. Always, you know how the rich people move, bro. You know?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We need to transform ourselves to see three sides to the coin. You know what I mean? Most people say that there's two sides, but there's actually three sides to the coin. You know what I mean? You got heads, you got tails, and you got the side. You know what I mean? The
Yeah,
little thin side where sometimes certain coins got the little ribs in it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
elites, you know what I mean? We need to stop seeing things like straight like a victim, like, oh man, that's what they do. Bro, like this is similar to like in jail, bro. It's the commissary, bro. You're gonna eat what's on the commissary, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what's on the
Yeah.
commissary. Those are the products. You know what I'm saying? You better be thankful and grateful that that shit that you got commissary. You know how many people get shanked because you know what I mean? They fucked up and they lost commissary for everybody. Like the whole dorm didn't get
Yeah.
commissary. Like we whooping your ass. You know what I mean?
Hey, so let me ask you, what's the third side to that then? To the coin
What's
of
the
that
word?
or what they do? The third, so because you say it's three sides to the coin, right? So
I
what
mean,
can you do as far as what they doing and shit? How they, expanding and doing all that crazy stuff. You're saying they're changing in El Salvador and so forth. What's
I
the
mean,
third way to
I mean, I mean,
go?
the title of this the video. I put the good, the bad, and the ugly. Which I was good. I wanted to ask you. What was your you know predictions, for these days and times, you know what I mean, that we're living right now, the good, which would be the positive, what you see good going on right now in our lives. What's the bad and what's the ugly? So it's similar to what you were saying about, right now, with this situation like in El Salvador, you know what I mean? Like the good is
Yeah,
that the good is that there is no more, like of that crime element that there once was. You know what I mean? That they cleaned up gang members, bro. They cleaned up all the fuck ups that were just, you know what I mean? They seen you and be like, hey man, I like your hat type shit. You know what I mean? Or hey, come over here. You got $1? Or like Debo, you know what I mean? How much you got on my 40 type shit.
yeah, yeah. And the bad,
I mean, the bad is that when the president did that, he put martial law. Many people don't know that, especially here, because he termed it, because it's all about vocabulary, right? That's why vocabulary is very important. Because I could sneak diss you, you know what I mean? I could with vocabulary, right? I could tell you, you know what? Well, I'm not even going to direct it to you. I'm gonna be like to a third person, like he's ugly. I could just tell him he's straight up, he's ugly, right? But you know what I mean? I know that would offend him, right? But if I tell him the same thing in a slick way, you know what I mean? Same thing,
so
he
he
wouldn't
put it.
even get offended. He might not even know that he's being offended. You know what I mean? He might even say thank you. You know what I mean? Because the word sounded nice. He don't know what it means.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
so the elites, they do that with vocabulary. Some call it in the United States legalese. You know what I mean? Like when the police ask you, do you understand? See, the average folk, they believe that they're asking, do you understand what he's saying? But as soon as you say, yes, I understand, you fucked with no Vaseline, because they're not asking you if you understand the English language. They're asking you a whole nother thing. See, and we don't know legalese because we're still basically dumb asses growing in this life, in this game, in this with this knowledge and these words. That's why we need to, have these conversations so we can inspire each other. You know what I mean? And really, like what you say, stand on business. We can't stand on business if we don't know the rules of business.
Yeah. But we got to though. That's how you get fucked, like you said, bro. If you don't want some of
So,
those things,
so
that's how you get gotten for your money and shit, bro. You better
of
learn that
course, of
shit.
course.
You know? Yeah.
So,
So
so
so that's the bad, right? Like they brought in martial law and basically anybody that look like a gangbanger
no,
or
no, no, no,
whatever.
no. Well. See. There's an old saying, right? Old, that it said, when they came for the gypsies, nobody did anything. You know what I mean? When they came for the Jews, nobody did anything. When they came for the blacks, nobody did anything. When it came for the Latinos, nobody moved a muscle. But when they finally came for them, then they started asking for help. Then they started saying, "Hey, what the fuck? This is not fair." You see, that's why I'm glad last time in our last live you said, "See, we all need to. Palestine is everywhere, bro. See, we need to stand for injustice for anybody, bro. When we see injustice for anybody, it doesn't matter the color, the whatever the fuck. Even if it's an injustice and it is an injustice. So they did that for the gang members. They say, look, we're gonna do that for the gang members. We're gonna do you a favor. Okay, they did that, right? But when he did that, he's like, look, we're just gonna do this martial law. He called it régimen de excepción, which is the regime of exception. So
Well,
so
exception.
but it's martial law, meaning that what is martial law? Martial law is implemented when there is a war or there's a crisis that no citizen has rights. It doesn't matter. There's a curfew. You need to be indoors. Be at 6 o'clock. Anybody could get it. It doesn't matter if you're a criminal or not. It's martial law, and the governments do that when there's a crisis. Like a big crisis, or
Yeah.
war. You feel me? So it's
So
a
you say
tool.
you think that was bad though? That they did that just so they can catch all those
I mean,
motherfuckers
the
that were
the
like,
the thing is this, that he said on his first interviews, right? This is only going to be a 30-day thing.
oh,
Then he
okay,
said, then he said it's only going to be a 90-day thing. We're cleaning them
damn,
up.
I know.
We're working hard. We're getting all the gang members, all the criminals, all the low lifes, all the
Yeah.
scums. So
So did it
everybody
cease?
cool. And then then he was like, you know what? We need another few months and another 6 months, and then it just became perpetual, or meaning it's
Ooh.
it's still going on.
So it never ceased. Huh? Okay. And what's the ugly, my boy?
So the thing is that my mother sent me a video yesterday of this Latino Salvadorian from California. He's from over there, and he's
Okay.
a lawyer, and he came to El Salvador. And
Uh-huh.
El Salvador just passed a new law where there's zero tolerance on drunk drivers.
Oh
Like,
shit.
like zero tolerance. Like you better catch a cab. You know what I mean? Or you better find another way home, but you better not be drinking and driving. Well, and the general public be like, cool, right? That's cool. We could dig
Yeah.
that. Like, I'm tired of fucking people drunk driving, you know what I'm saying? And people getting hurt, and then the drunk driver never gets hurt. He just kills the whole fucking family. But his drunk ass, is continuing drinking next week. Okay, so that's cool. You see what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
so this citizen, U.S. citizen, but he's Salvadorian family. He comes to El Salvador just last week, and police hem him up. They do the alcohol test. I guess since he's a lawyer, he got a little a little loud with them. And in these countries, and in the United States, you could talk that shit to the police. You know what I mean? Because that but in these in these other countries around the world, bro, they'll fucking slap you up. El Salvador's
Hell
not like
yeah.
El Salvador's not exactly like that, but I'm just letting you know that it's wise to be mindful, you know. So
Yeah.
he says that he didn't talk shit like that, but the police didn't really like him like that. So he said that they drug tested him or they alcohol tested him. He hadn't drank, so his alcohol was zero, but they still like kept him for like 3 days. So and and they just put him through the ringer. You know how police do. Like even in the United States, if the police don't like you, bro, he'll take you to jail for at least a weekend. You know what I mean?
Motherfuckers, yeah.
Fuck your whole weekend up. Take your car. You gotta post bail. You gotta fucking get your car with the impo. It's just an inconvenience that will fuck your life up, bro.
You're telling me,
You
bro. I
you
went through that shit before. Yeah.
you miss work. You miss work on a Monday. Work now is like, oh man, that's it. You're fired. You lose your job. All this shit just simply because you was talking your shit to the police. You know what I mean? Okay,
So the
so
bad then the government got too much power now.
they got all no citizen has any rights right now, and the average citizen, they think like this, right? They'd be like, well, I'm not a criminal, right? I don't be doing this. I don't be drinking or smoking. So they have that ignorant mindset. They don't understand that that's what laws are for. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what checks and regulation is for. You know what I mean? So there ain't no abuse of power, even though there's always going to be abuse of power. But so the average motherfucker's like, I'm not worried about that until it's them. You know what I mean? On the cross. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
bro. Exactly. You know,
you know.
so what's gonna be the real ugly shit of this whole thing, bro? Where you
I
think it's
mean,
going?
the ugly is that the whole every country around the globe is basically going through the same thing. It's a time of transition. It's radical change going around all over the world. You know what I mean? People moving about, going from different city to city, state to state. Biblical times, bro. We are those people in the Bible. We are the Bible. Fuck reading the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We are the
We're, ma-
Bible. We need
we're
to
making
live
a
the
new Bible
Bible.
here. Yeah, we're making a Bible again, bro. It's like that's what I was saying about the Bible, bro. I truly believe, bro. That Bible. I don't know if you ever watched The Matrix, bro. The movie The
Of
Matrix.
course.
I don't know if you ever like watched that part where the guy we know the guy with the white suit and the beard, he's supposed to be playing the creator, right?
Yeah.
What does it tell Neo? There's been many matrices before, bro. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I believe that Bible is an old matrix book, bro, that we still reading today like it's like, but no, we're going through our own Bible, like you're saying today, bro. We are the Bible now, bro. And later on, people gonna read about us, but they're gonna be living in their own matrix, homie. You know what I
Right.
mean? So that's my belief. But these people, bro, these people are taking. I'm like, don't hold your breath, bro. You've been waiting for this shit for the last 2,000 years to be popping, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's an old Bible, bro. That shit already ended. Like I'm saying, and history repeats itself. Yeah, it's gonna happen again. We are the Bible, bro. It's happening again, bro. Just in a different time. That's what I'm saying. The whole Neo thing and all that shit. It happens over and over again, bro. We're in that cycle, and we are the Bible, like you said. Like one thing, like we're talking about the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? For
Right.
me, the good thing right now is, bro, the good news is that because back then, when we used to go to school, we know that we read history and all that. They presented the beast because we bang on the beast here, right, bro? That's what we hear,
Right.
right?
Indeed.
When they presented the beast back then in the history books, whether it was talking about whether they're talking about George Washington or whoever, bro, they always put these guys as pioneers, conquerors, good people. You know what I mean? The founding fathers. And the good news today, bro, that the beast is exposing itself, bro. That's the good
Exactly.
news. Like the good
Yeah.
news that now, bro, we got all this technology, bro. We can see that. Like they didn't teach us that this shit in school. We can see the beast. We seeing the beast face right now, bro. This shit
Right.
that they did in Palestine, they've been doing it, bro. That you just got technology now that you can see what the fuck they doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
Indeed.
but you know what I mean? It's time, bro. You can like see this shit and you can realize, bro, and you can take this information and do something with it. The bad news is, bro, the bad news is that the beast is so good at dividing and conquering, bro. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? That's the bad news. When people see this fucking things on TV, like for example, Hispanics are only for Hispanics, or blacks are only for blacks. You know what I mean? Palestine
Right.
are only for Palestinians, bro. But nobody's uniting as one whole, bro. You know what I'm saying? For example, I don't know if you heard of these guys over here called the what is it called? The NFAC or something? The NFC or not fucking around, some shit like that. It's called. It's like a black militia. Have you heard of them yet?
I've heard of them, and then I've heard other groups like them. They're not the only ones, but go ahead.
Yeah, they're called the NFAC, bro. They're not fucking around coalition or some shit like that, right?
Yeah,
A
yeah,
black
yeah.
militia, like like wannabe Black Panthers, right, brother? You know what I mean? They just recruiting black people, bro, to fight against whoever. You know, a revolution. That's what they're planning, right?
Yeah.
My thing is, bro, and the leader, like, check this out, bro. This is a fucking joke. Their leader name is Grandmaster J. Sound like a fucking rapper, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, because we got to start seeing this shit from a logic point of view, bro. Okay, let's say this shit works out, bro. You get all these black people, all your warriors, bro, lined up for whatever revolution you're planning, right? I'm African Americans, bro. Only make 40% of the population here, bro. Let's start fucking adding up the numbers. You know what I mean? And maybe a half of that, which is like 7%, bro, will join your group because a lot of them are babies and grandmothers and women and old people and all that shit, right?
Right.
So let's say 7%, bro, of the population of you motherfuckers go fighting against. I'm guessing they're trying to fight the MAGA motherfuckers, bro. That's why I believe this Grandmaster Jay is an agent, homie. Because if he was really a Malcolm X, a liberator, whatever, he would have been dead already, bro. Talking all that shit on Facebook and on YouTube, bro. You know,
Right.
it's an agent, though. He's he's sending his people to the slaughter, bro. Because white people make almost 50% of the population here, bro. And let's say 25, half of that population, 30 goes against your 7%, bro. You know, like, bro, you have no chance. You acting on emotions, bro. But you know what I mean? That's the bad, bro. And the ugly is that you're gonna get slaughtered, homie. You know what I mean? That's plain and simple. If you do this on your own, but if all poor people, people oppressed all over the world, especially here in the United States, the melting pot, right? Fucking unite. Hispanics make 33% of the population, homie. You know what I'm saying? Black people make 14%, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's 50%. And then you got the other little minorities like the Muslims and shit and so forth and shit. Bro, you got 60% right now. And so, let's say half of that goes to war. Now you got yourself a battle, homie. 30% against the 25%, because that's what the Albert Pike letter. I don't know if you ever remember, I brought that up before, bro. About
Yeah.
the Albert Pike and the three wars, right?
Yeah. It's
That's
very
what they're
important.
planning, bro. They're planning that the minorities go against the citizens of the United States, and they're planning that the citizens of the United States slaughter the minorities, bro.
Okay. So let me ask you something about Albert Pike right quick, just real quick. So
Yes, sir.
that letter or the years or the time frame that this dude was, you know, promoting that narrative, what years are we talking about?
It was in the 18th century, bro. Something 70 something, during the
Okay,
18th
so
century, bro.
so
You know
so
what I mean?
so so this is very important, right? Because you know, I agree with you, bro. Albert Pike and his whole, as a matter of fact, that's good that you brought him up. I'm gonna pop him out right now. You
Yes, sir.
know, we got to research these characters. You know what I mean? Like who are they? Where they came from? Who was their parents? You know what I mean? You know,
Well, yeah,
I mean, truly, get a better feel for these people, because right now, a lot of people, I bet you they know who LeBron James is, but they don't know who Albert Pike is. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. Hey, but don't want me to cut you off, but they have a
No, go ahead.
statue of the man. They have a statue of the man right next to the White House, and nobody know who he is, bro. But
That-
the elite honor this motherfucker. They have a statue right there of him, bro. He's somebody. But go ahead, man.
no, I'm sharing the screen right now of
Okay, there
of
he
this
is. Yeah.
of this character. You know what I mean? Because like I told you, uh, see, because see, he was born on December 29th, so he was a Capricorn
Mm.
in 1809. See, we need to like really slow our roll. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
1809. Okay, okay. Eight, yeah.
We need to slow our roll because um the good thing is that this is a great time to be alive, bro, because like I agree with you 100%, bro, that one of the reasons that this is a great time to be alive be because in astrological talk or zodiac talk, this is the age of Aquarius. And if you do some research on the age of Aquarius, something that a lot of people get triggered too. Oh, zodiac, I don't believe in that shit. That's some bro, you know what I mean? I'm just a luminary, bro. I'm just here to share
Yeah.
the light.
I don't want to cut you. I'm an Aquarius, bro, so I feel it. Man, I feel it. But go
Right.
ahead, brother.
So what is the age of Aquarius supposed to mean? It's supposed to mean is when you expose, when
Mm.
when you put the light and the truth comes out. You feel me? So that means that the previous age, which was the age of Pisces, Pisces was the fish, and Jesus was all this fish thing, you know what I mean? Like the
Uh-huh,
Pope
uh-huh.
with a you see everything connects with everything, bro. Like we
Mm.
need to stop like being fanatics, like, oh, I'm a Dodger, so fuck everybody else. No, if you're gonna be a sports fan, be a baseball fan. You know what I mean? Like, don't be a fucking just a Dodger fan or a Yankee fan or a Giants fan.
No at all.
Because
No at all, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because you're limiting yourself. You feel me? Study the game. You feel me? Study the science of the game. Study who made that shit famous. Who, not the fucking players. The players are like prostitutes and hoes. You feel me? They're like actors in Hollywood. They're nobodies. The people that have the power in Hollywood are the writers, the dreams of dreamers, the ones who make up the dreams. Then they just pick a riffraff, be like, hey, can you act? Yeah. All right, here, read this. You feel me? Okay, you could be an actor.
Yeah.
And then we see him. So this Albert Pike character, look at just analyze, bro. We're talking about 1809, bro. Like our generation, the oldest people are born in 1930s, 1920s. You know what I'm saying? They're 80
Yeah,
year
I like
old by now.
100. That's the most you're gonna get. But yeah, you know,
Yeah,
those times are past.
yeah. So somebody born in 1925, they're gonna they're turning 100 this year. You know what I mean?
So this Albert Pike, right?
Yeah.
He wrote the letter in 18 something, right?
Right.
He wrote specifically about the Nazis in the first and the second war. That's what the second war said.
Okay.
Nazis and Zionists, right?
Right.
That's how they started the whole state of Israel, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he also wrote about the first war. It's all on detail. Obviously, these wars haven't started yet, bro. So
Well,
now,
well, well, well. Not to cut you off, but some people believe that the war never ended.
exactly, it never did, but we're talking about the World War One, two, threes, right?
Right,
You
but
know what
some
I'm
people
saying?
believe like World War II never ended because remember that all these Nazis and Jews, they moved to different countries. You know what I'm saying? So it's just
Oh
like
yeah,
if your family's banging with my family, and yeah, you know what I'm saying? We duked it out a few times, but you moved to another place. We got our bumps and bruises and we healed up, but when I see you, it's on sight again, bro.
no, you're not lying because even Hitler himself, bro, on the Time magazine, whatever, in the 19 fucking 40s or 1950s, they brought up this Time magazine with Hitler, right? And
Yeah.
he said when World War Three happened again, he said it's gonna be because of me. He said, you know what I mean? So Hitler's bringing something up right there, bro, talking about that World War Three is all gonna be revived because of him, bro. And that's what we're seeing right now with the Israelis over there, because you know what they doing, bro. They doing some shit that the Nazis did to them, bro. And it's like people gonna start realizing why the World War One and World War Two really kicked off, bro. Not because Hitler was just this dude that just hated Jewish people, bro. it had a lot to do with the economy and shit, bro, with the economy of Germany and so forth, bro. That the Jewish people did and shit. You know what I mean? To bring Germany down and shit. You know what I mean? Because let's be real, Jewish people they run the world banks. You know, and they fucking bankrupt Germany, bro. And that's what happened. And now we see how much power they got and so forth. So yeah, bro, that's where we at. So if we get to the Avro Pike, the World War Threes, it's telling you what's going on in the Middle East, between the Zionism and Zionists and the motherfucking and Muslims and shit, bro. You know, it's telling you the people gonna be divided over this cause. You know, they're gonna be divided over this cause, which is the bombing of the kids and the tanks and all that shit, just demolishing that place Gaza and shit like that, bro. Like we don't like what they doing now. They're selling the land and shit amongst each other, and then Trump is coming out with this gay ass retard looking dude that they call a genius, Elon Musk and shit, bro. They're coming out talking about they were gonna renovate the whole fucking place and they're gonna make it to a tourist attraction, and that shit's just pissing people the fuck off, bro. Just not, you know what I mean? It's not settling right, though. So that brings division, bro. And of course, the people for America, they're like, hey, what do you give a fuck about that? And that's the division part. You got the MAGAs and you got the people on the left. I mean, to me, is left wing, right wing is the same pajarito, the same bird, brother. I mean, these people don't get it, but they're playing you. So they're gonna be divided, and then people over here in the United States, America's gonna destroy itself from within, bro. Basically, that's what they're saying. They want to turn this shit into a. That's why fucking Trump don't want to go against Russia, bro. Those been the two poles that's always been playing us, bro. Communists against capitalists. They're both the same in the end. They're gonna unite and they're gonna make this whole world order, new world order, where they run in the world, they oppressing us all, bro. The government. That's what I always say about this so-called, the COVID-19 shit. They were, like these countries, they've been going against each other, bro, forever, right? For centuries and decades. And all of a sudden, they could agree on the COVID-19, and we know that shit was fake as fuck. All of a sudden, they agree on that. Russia didn't refute it. China didn't refute it. America, everybody like, yeah, that shit real. You can tell they're all together, bro. And the only one that's divided here is us, the people. And like that's what I'm saying. This black dude is doing this shit with the little 7% army he's trying to get. He's gonna get slaughtered, bro. All this black power, black, bro. Stop that shit. That shit's over, bro. It's the poor against the rich, homie. The have-nots against the haves, homie. That's it. It's simple. But you motherfuckers, homie. And I'm talking about, whoever your little group is, whether you're Hispanic only motherfuckers, black only motherfuckers, Muslim only, you motherfuckers are stupid. You know what I mean? Because you should unite. This is your time to unite, bro, because the beast has shown their colors, bro. The beast is showing their colors, bro. And I mean, I'm talking about the British, homie. I'm talking about NATO, homie. You know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They are the beast. And they showing their colors on me, and this is your time to strike, but not by yourself, because you ain't shit by yourself. You know what I mean? Together, homie, we rise, and divided we fall, bro. I mean, it's not plain and simple, but that's the good news, homie, if we can gather that. The bad news is motherfuckers won't, bro. Everybody thinks for themselves, especially when it comes down to, these minorities over here, bro. Black and Hispanics don't want to fuck with each other. That's why I told you, bro. I didn't want to do that black Hebrew Israelite shit or that Hispanic only Israelite shit. That's just stupid, bro. I can't believe I fell into it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what they want, homie. That's what they want, bro. I'm from a revolutionary spot where that shit don't exist, bro. In Nicaragua, we got black, we got brown, we got some light-skinned motherfuckers. That shit don't exist. Only here in America that shit exists, bro. Only that shit, like in Cuba, that shit don't exist, bro. Motherfuckers unite, bro, against the oppression. You know what I mean? So, but here
I
in
mean,
America, they're good at dividing,
I mean, look at when I had to learn about the culture, about the Paisas and the Chicanos, that they go to war. You know what I mean? That they hate
Sure.
each other. I didn't know that. I had to go. You know what I'm saying? To jail and prisons and shit, and ask about that, because I was intrigued. I was like what? Like I didn't understand that. Like what? I was like, what's the difference? You know what I'm saying? And they had to explain to me what was the difference between a Chicano and a Paisa, because Me, I was like, bro, it's the same thing. That's like ridiculous. But they was like, but this is what they believe in. So I had to respect their how they see it. You know what I mean? Like, okay,
Yeah,
I get it
like
now. I get it now. You
when it
feel me?
comes
Like,
down
go ahead.
when it comes down to us Hispanics, bro, I'm gonna tell you straight out, bro. Everybody, like, especially black folk, they've been putting this shit that Hispanics are racist and all that. Hispanics aren't racist, bro. We're classist. We could judge each other by class, homie. Like this motherfucking the cholos over here, like you were saying, they start judging the paisas because they came from south of the border and shit. You know what I mean? Not because they're darker or anything, bro. In Mexico itself or Central America or wherever, the rich look down on the poor people, bro. You know what I mean? Or the lighter and shit, just like that because I got more money. It's not because I'm my skin color. It's more about class with these people, bro. The Hispanic. So, that's why you got this Latino for Trumps and shit over here, bro. They came from fucking south of the border, homie. They think they're Americans because they feel like higher class than the other guys now. Same thing when you got people from the United States and they go visit Mexico. Those people in Mexico feel better than these motherfuckers because they know the culture better than them. So they start judging the people, calling them pochos and all that shit. We're not racist, bro. We classist and shit, bro. We judge you by class over there, you know? It's not how
Right.
much you got. You know,
But
like yeah, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
Like for example, bro, I had this problem with this guy, right? This guy I work for, he's from Guatemala, bro. You know, but he was raised here. He's a cholo now, right? And he became a truck business owner. And I don't know if I told you, he kept my check, my last check. So I took him to court, bro. You know what I'm saying? I won the case, bro, but the paper got filed wrong and shit a little bit. You know what I mean? So I had to go and fix it a little bit so I can actually go charge the motherfucker, right?
Right.
So the guy, bro, because he feels richer than me, he has a company, you know, that he started calling me a wetback, bro. Like, you don't even know the system. You still a chuntaro. You still a wetback. Look at you. You know what I mean? And I'm
Right.
over here like, but guess this, bro. Guess what? The dude's from Guatemala. You know what I mean? And all that shit. He sends me my 10 W, my 1099 forms, like W2 forms, for me to file my taxes. You know what the motherfucker files with, bro? With a TIN number, bro. That motherfucker don't even have a green card, bro. You know, but because he has a company, a truck, he thinks I'm a chuntaro, bro, and he's better than me now, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like that type of shit that bothers me about my people. You get a little step up, bro, and you think you're better, homie. And that's when we don't unite. You know? That's why we don't unite over class, bro. Or because this motherfucker lives over here. And that's who we are as Latinos, bro. You know?
But you say Latinos is like that, but I study human nature now, bro.
Oh, it
And
might
it's
be human natures too, but you know what I mean? But just
it's
from
the
the circle I'm in, you know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, I mean that's your perspective, and that's how you see it, and that's real. Like, and when you say about Latinos, I agree with you, but it's much deeper than that. It's just human nature. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
people, just and it's not everybody. It doesn't mean it's everybody, but in general, you know what I mean. That's why when you start, getting some real game, some real knowledge, some real wisdom, you start breaking off from these patterns. You know what I mean? Of it's just society, bro. You know what I mean? So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No, you're right, bro. Like I'm gonna be real on that. You know, East Indian people. I
yeah.
used to, I used to despise those motherfuckers. I didn't like those motherfuckers, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Those motherfuckers be calling me, trying to scam me. I go to the
Yeah.
liquor store, they're trying to sell me bacon and liquor and cigarettes, and
Right.
I ain't like these motherfuckers, bro. Like
Yeah.
I hear an Indian, a East Indian man, I just want to punch him in the fucking face. I hate those
Right.
motherfuckers, right? Growing
Yeah.
up, and then, bro, I start looking into India, bro. The separation between the rich and the poor and shit, bro. Like
Right.
how the poor people live over there. Like the Indian people, East Indian people, they come over here. They're not the regular poor motherfucker walking around. They're trying to. Those people are more. They're cool, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I realized that the people that come over here put out their 7-Elevens. Those are the rich people, bro, from East India. You know what
Yep.
I mean? I started judging all India because of these rich bastards, bro. You
Yeah.
know, but if you look at India, bro, they build these fucking buildings. I mean, they just keep building up. They got so many buildings over there, bro. Like
Yeah.
big old skyscrapers, bro.
Yeah.
And these rich people, because the whole place look like shit, bro. It's trash in India. Everything looks
Right.
garbage. The water's nasty. Everything's nasty. And they want to get away from these poor bastards by building up, bro.
Right.
India got more fucking buildings than anybody, bro.
Right.
Because these poor bastards, bro, they just keep building up and they look down on the poor people living in the swamps. Some
Right.
people, like some people are losing their kids to lepers, bro, because They keep pushing them out into the jungle and shit, bro. You know, and people like lepers are coming and eat their babies and shit like that, bro. I
Right.
realized, bro, I'm hating East Indians, bro, but this is not an East Indian problem, bro. This is these rich motherfuckers, bro. Just like how
Exactly.
they exploit the people over there, they came over here and they start exploiting the poor people over here, which is us, you know what I mean? And those poor East Indians don't even got a cent to make it this far over here, bro. So
Right.
they don't come over here. Those people that put up the
At
Seven
all.
Elevens and they're the motherfuckers. They're the motherfuckers that been rich in India, bro, and
Right.
fucking their own people over. So they just come over here and it's easy for them to fuck us over here because we're not even the same. But if they're willing to do that to their own people, what the fuck you think they're gonna do to us, bro? You know? And I realized, bro, I've been hating. I just don't like the rich, bro. Like you talking about, this is human nature, more, bro. You know, even them are against their own people, the way they treat each other. It's all about class everywhere, bro. And so I
Right.
was just talking about my little circle in here, how I see it and shit. But yeah, in general, they all like that, bro. You know,
You know,
they
and
all like that.
I'm really glad for you, bro. And I'm glad that you told your testimony so anybody out there can hear it. Because
Yeah.
many of us, you know, when we were in our younger state or our lower state, you know, we was just haters. You know what I mean? Like for whatever reason, you got to understand that, you know, sometimes the way we think, a lot of people think that that's just how I am. That's just how I think. Bro, you got to understand, bro. That goes back to what I was telling you about our diets and how we eat. Bro, we all been programmed. We've all been trained one way or another. You feel me? Why do you think that you know a Nicaraguan from LA who was raised in LA is a gang member, but a Nicaraguan from Managua, the capital of Nicaragua, he's not thinking about gang member. But why? If they're the same, you know, they could be brothers, you feel me, from the same bloodline. But why does one think about one thing, eating mangoes, while the other one is thinking about eating flaming hot Cheetos? Why?
It's indoctrination.
It's indoctrination. That's another good term to see it. So you know what one of the keys to our upliftment as a people is first, bro, the war is internal, bro. The war is not outside of us. You know what I mean? It doesn't
Hmm.
matter what the fuck the rest of the people is doing. It is us that we need to be working on us. And then when we become the example that we know that we've changed, right? Like we know we've changed. You feel me?
Hmm.
We don't dress the same. We don't think the same. We don't talk the same. We don't walk the same. We don't eat the same. We don't even shit the same,
Hmm.
etc. Then we could be like, you know what? Pat ourselves in the back. You feel me? Because it ain't a fluke. It ain't a fucking miracle. It's work that we have done.
Yeah.
That maybe somebody had to, you know me, slap you up and wake you up because it happened to me. You know, in jail, you know, OGs would talk to me, be like, man, you's a dumb motherfucker. Straight up. Like that's some dumb shit that you saying. You obviously don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how they
And
treat you too, bro.
and then I would go back to my cell and then I'll start thinking like damn, I do need to read more. You feel me? Why am I there? Why am I out there bumping my gums when I haven't read a nan book about the topic? But I'm talking about topics that I don't even know about, but I haven't read a nan book. Not one about certain topics, right? Like let's say Bible talk. You know how many people have an opinion about the Bible and haven't really even read the Bible, bro?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that used to kill me when I was, because all these people just, yeah, I feel it.
And I'm not even here to promote the Bible, but my point is, bro, how you gonna get into the cage? How you gonna get into the ring with opinions?
Yeah, better
That's
slap
like
yourself good, bro.
that's like bringing a fork to a knife fight. Or
Yeah, that's
worse.
what's going on right now, brother. If somebody hears something real quick and they think they heard it all, you know,
Right, right. You
and
know,
you just
and
got
and
to
then
understand there's more to it, you know.
right, and that's we go back to our growth. You feel me? Our growth is not over. I salute you and I salute myself, bro. Like when I talk to
Yeah.
myself, man, you know, many times I'll be feeling overwhelmed because, bro, I'm humble, bro. Humble means that I know that I still got a lot more work to do. The opposite of
Yeah,
humble
exactly.
is the opposite of humble is I don't need to read anymore. What the fuck I need to read a book for? What do I need to do more exercise for? What do I need to train more for? What do I need to get better for? Why? You know what I'm saying? Why? If I already, I've already reached what I need to reach. That's what the opposite of humble is, which is pride or pridefulness. Or what's that other
Oh
word?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I forgot that other technical word. Uh Hubris. There you go.
Oops.
Yeah, hubris means, what I mean, that arrogance, you know what I'm saying? That I don't need nobody. Bro, we all need somebody.
Oh yeah,
Eh,
definitely.
but
You know, but
our
it's
growth,
indoctrination, bro.
our growth is still in process, you know what I mean? So we need to understand all the things that we understand, but better. Like I like that you said last time, you know what I mean, that you were, into your economy, you know what I mean, learning about this and learning about that. You know what I mean? I like that right now. You said you was into your legal game with the paperwork. Yeah, you fucked up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
should that's a learning process, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I still won the case, like I said, bro. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
was able
that's
to
what's up.
present my case, but the legal system right here in the United States is fucked up, bro. You know what I mean? Because
I
now
mean,
that I won
it's
the case, I got 10 years. He got 10 years to like just keep running for me, bro. You know what I mean?
Right, look. It's fucked up to your point of view. You know what I mean? To your perspective, it's
Yeah,
fucked
but
up,
for him it's good. You know what I mean?
right? Because for the elites, for the people, the ones who wrote the legal system, the ones who made the legal system,
It was made for them.
it's working just fine. You know what I mean? A
Yeah.
lot of people complain about the government. Oh, the system is fucked up. No, your perspective is fucked up because I understand what you're saying that you're eating shit. I agree. Nobody wants to eat shit, but they're feeding you the shit and you're buying the shit. So, the system was working just fine for them.
Oh, definitely, bro. Definitely. You know,
Now, go ahead.
it's like you said, we gotta stop being indoctrinated, bro. We gotta understand how to stop playing the victim, right? And then try to fucking overcome every. There's always loops, bro. That's what I'm finding out in life. And the good news about this is, bro, like I said last time, it's like if you grew up, bro, not having shit, grew
Right?
up, me, kicking and screaming and fighting constantly, and bro, these times don't affect me, homie. You grew up in this shit, homie. This is
Yeah.
for the these times are hard for the people that never seen one bit of this type of shit before, bro. But if you've
Mhm.
been through it, bro, don't worry about it, homie. Just remember where you come from, homie, and remember where you're going. Don't worry about it, dog. It hasn't always been easy for us, you know. So a little more, bro. We just got to go a little more. Like I said, this life is just a path, homie. You know, and be proud of who you are, bro. If you're a good person and shit, don't worry about money. Just be good, bro. The Most High will he'll take care of the rest. You know, just be good, dog. Be good to yourself. Be good to animals. Be good to nature. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, I'm trying to make a lot of peace with myself, and that's why I kind of divided from those guys over there, bro. Because even when I used to ask what you guys think about the Palestinians, fuck those guys. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? It's all about us, and I can't live like that no more, bro. Because this is not a little nation problem. That's what they want you to want to do, bro. You know what I mean? That's what they want you, because only 5% or these people in the world are rich. The rest is us. We're the real beast. I mean, we're 95%. But if we're doing little sections and shit, bro, you know, and that's how they divide and conquer you, bro. So that's why let me step out of here. I see what the brothers is doing. I know they have a good why they want to do it, but they're stupid, bro. I'm sorry, though. They're thinking dumb. You know, the black people, Israelites, or black militias, or Hispanic onlys. I don't know what the fuck they're doing out there, bro. It's dumb. Unite. Go unite with the East Indians, homie. Unite with the Muslims, homie. Unite with the blacks, homie. As long as you guys got something in common, homie. You know, unite, bro. Be good to each other. You don't even have to go to war. You guys can just trade with each other. That's power right there, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? You don't even have to go and like grab a rifle and start fucking going to war. No, just trade with each other, homie. Show respect to each other, homie. You know, and and they'll hate that shit because they want you divided, you know. And that's and this type of message, that's how I know, bro. We'll never get views because this type of message will go a long way if people really listen, you know. That's why they
Right,
like they say the real revolution will never be televised. You know what I
right.
mean? So we know, bro, that what we're talking about, this is more between us and a few motherfuckers that will happen to listen to us, bro. But you know what I mean? It's good, bro. So this information not supposed to be for everybody. They don't want it, bro. They want us divided, homie. And
Yeah, and you know, it's a law, bro. You know that there's scientific laws, bro. There's laws of nature. You know what I mean? There,
yeah,
like the law of duality. You know what I mean? The law of duality is, that there's two sides, like what we were talking about.
besides,
I said that there's three sides, but let's just analyze that the law of duality. Dual means two. You know what I mean? So just like there's day, there's night. Just like you got virtues, you got vices. Just like you got good, you got bad. And that's why in this life is about choices, bro. But that's understanding. Everybody says this life is about choices. Everyone agrees with that. But overstanding, bro, overstanding is, like, in military terms, is you having a higher perspective, like you see things more clearer. Like, for example, you're in a big rig right now, right?
yes, indeed.
Okay, so when you jump into the truck, you gotta jump high, right? You're driving at a high level, right? Higher than everyone else, right?
But yeah, I can see more. I can see the view better.
You could see you have a better perspective than somebody driving in a little Prius or a Civic or a Corolla. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So you have an
yeah,
advantage over them. Same thing with it, with this life and with knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So in order to make better decisions or the best decision, you got to have knowledge, bro. That's the basic. You know what I mean? Like we can't that's like I told you last time. You know what a fool would do? A fool would say, you know what? I don't know how to drive a big rig. I don't need my brother Vlad to teach me. I'll just
yeah.
jump, I'll just grab these keys. You know what I mean? I'll just grab these keys. I'll put them in the ignition. It can't be hard. Everybody else does it. And then I just fucking start, just pushing all kind of buttons and all kind of pedals and all kind of gears. And the truck starts moving. And then all hell breaks loose. You know what I mean? Because I never even thought about how to stop the fucking machine. You know what I mean? I just wanted to
Yeah,
get,
bro.
I just wanted to drive it, but I never thought about stopping it.
Like you said, some people are just too prideful to listen to you. That shit reminds me, bro, when when I first got into that Hebrew Israelite stuff, right? I was so I felt like I was very informative. Like, oh shit, I got all this information, bro. I want to share my info, and so I called my sister, bro. I don't really like get along with her. We was talking during the time and shit. We was getting along,
Yeah.
and she used to worry about me a lot back in the days. That she used to wish I would just die, you know, because she was tired of waiting or worry about me and shit. But I'm tired of worrying about you. She's like, I wish sometimes you just die. She told me straight out like that, you know what I mean? Because I was constantly dealing with some shit, bro. But now I'm doing good, right? I told her I'm with God now, sis. I read the
Yeah.
Bible and shit, you know what I mean? And in those days, I found out this Bible was talking about us, you know what I mean? All that shit I went on. And my sister like, what you talking about? We the Israelites of this book and boo 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 boo. And then I started letting her know that everything that happened to us, bro, it's not by accident. It's curses from the Father above and blah blah blah. And she was like, no, bro, no, bro. She told me she's this pessimistic woman and shit, bro. She was like, what happened to us is because we were savages. She said, and these people came basically save us like from ourselves. I was like, no, no way. I was like, have you read about Tenochtitlan and da? Like you said, I don't have to read none of that shit. She was like, I already know. You know what I mean? Da 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 da. I like, sis, like you sound like a slave, mental slave. I love, leave me alone. I want to be a happy slave. She said, bro. I don't care. You know what I mean?
Well,
Just leave me alone. I was like, damn, you don't care that what happened. I don't care. You know what I mean? You don't care about your history. Nah, I don't give a fuck. And you know what I mean? I got mad at her, bro, because I can't fuck with people like you, man. They don't care. You know what I mean? But some people just don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I mean? Some people don't care, bro, how much information, how smart you bringing some shit out. They just don't care, bro. You know? We don't talk. She loves America, bro. I don't, bro. I don't like it, bro. Cause like I said, I come from a. She comes from the same mother. She was a. My mother is in the guerrillas and shit, bro. She was a revolutionary. So was my father, bro. In Nicaragua and shit. I feel that shit, and she don't feel it, bro. She's happy that America took her in. But I was like, and that's cool, bro. You know what I mean? But you know, it ain't supposed to be like that. I told her, this is your continent. And shit. I told her, this is your shit. And and then our fault was that we was too compassionate, bro. You know, like white people said, we conquered you. I was like, babe, you didn't conquer us, bro. You won this place through impunity. I told you. It's over 500 treaties, bro. 500 treaties you guys made with the natives, and you broke each last one of them. You know, and and we got in these discussions, me and the white boys. We conquered you. You didn't conquer shit. In fact, there's a lot of history books showing that we were whooping your ass, bro. Or the natives over here was whooping your ass, bro. You know, we just were more compassionate, and they said, "Well, we learn from your lessons and shit." Now that's why you know, we go hard on the immigrants because we learned that. You know what I mean? If we let anybody come over here, we might get conquered. I'm like, motherfucker, you should learn from our compassion and shit. You know what I mean? If anything, but that's how it goes, bro. But when you read the history books, we were savages. That's what the history tells you. It's his story, right? So he's gonna tell you were a savage and you was a nun. You better be thankful that he conquered you because you were uncivilized and shit. You know what I mean? Even though when you read the real history books, that's why they bury the whole fucking Tenochtitlan and everything, bro, because they know, bro. If we start finding out about the cities and how good we were and what we did, we were not savages, though. You know, but like I said, some people don't give a fuck, bro, to know about themselves. That's why I like Messi, bro. He wanted to teach you something about you. You know, he wanted it because everybody has this, you know, perspective about the native or the Aztec, the Mayan. That we were just some motherfuckers running around with feathers, just killing each other and shit. You know, and
Yeah,
I think that right there is powerful, bro. So you can know where you come from. Why do you think the white dude feels so fucking, hey, make America great again? He's so proud, bro, because his history is only 500 years ago. He can taste that shit, and it's easy for him to find himself. It's hard for us to find ourselves, and it's hard for us to gain pride, bro. You know what I'm saying? We were good people. We were compassionate motherfuckers. That's why they came here, not because we were dumb or, you know what I mean? We were compassionate, bro. We believe in people make mistakes and they can always come up and redeem themselves and not backfire, homie. And that's the thing we just got to know about ourselves more than anything. But we were savages, bro, and that shit bothered me when she told me that shit, bro. We didn't even talk because I can't talk to fucking people that you know. We
how
got
about
different
how about
routes,
how
bro.
about how about today? You still don't talk to her?
We talk now, but it's on like hi and that's it, bro. Hi and hello and goodbye type of shit. Don't be too deep about nothing. We're never gonna get to know each other on the deep level, you know, because she has no deep level, bro. She's happy with what's being presented to her face. You know what I mean? And she told me straight out, I want to be a happy slave. She said, I don't want to know all these things because you know it's true what even the Bible tells you. With more wisdom, more sorrow increase, bro. And people don't want to deal with that sorrow, bro. You know, it's true, dog. The more you know, the more you find out. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I even shed a tear thinking about all this shit that's going on and the way people got mistreated and you know, brothers like you get deported and back and it shouldn't be like this. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, some people don't give a fuck because they don't care, bro, because they want to be in their comfort zone, dog. And it is what it is. You know, some people they just gotta come across this information, they won't give a fuck because they don't want to be part of this thing. They just want to, you know, they just want the bullshit to continue, bro. The brainwashing, the indoctrination. And shit. I can't fuck with people like that, bro. You know, I want people there, you know, they help me expand my mind while I'm helping them. You know, and if you want to stay in one place, then more power to you, bro. That's when you're happy. You there. That's why I couldn't fuck with the Hebrew Israelites. Is they talk about the same shit every day, bro. They talk about the problem, but no solutions to being brought up. You know, like I get it, bro. I learn from the past. That's what I'm doing now when I talk about the past. But I'm not victimizing myself, bro. I know that this is what we do wrong and this is what we got to do better. You know, that's it. That's why we. That's how we treat. That's how we overcome, bro. Don't just bring up the problem, the problem, the problem, the problem, bro. Like, look, let's start reading about our history. Let's start reading how smart we were. Let's get back into mathematics. Cause we were you know, the number zero didn't even exist, bro, until they found us, bro. Until they supposedly found us. We brought the number zero, bro, to the equation. You know, and that zero makes the fucking numbers go even higher. That's why you got billions and trillions now, bro. Because we can add another zero to things. You know,
Right.
that's how great we were, bro. You gotta give up. You know, that's what I'm trying to. I'm not trying to victimize you. I'm trying to let you know how good you were, how badass you were, and how we need to get back on this shit, bro. Our economy and shit, the way we used to write, the way we used to see the things. Stop being indoctrinated. Go back to nature because we were nature people, and that's how we learn everything through looking at the stars and skies and nature and everything, the way the wind moves, all that shit. You know, that's why because that's what the whole world is mathematics, bro. That's why we were the greatest one. We studied the world, bro. We studied the earth. You know, that's why we were great at those things. And now we just some dummy motherfuckers trying to find some shit out and shit, look some YouTube shit out, trying to find some information because they took all that shit from us. And it's okay. We got to start somewhere. They don't just say, I don't want to know about me. I'm thankful that, you know what I mean? They conquer us. And then I'm not telling you this, bro, just so you can victimize yourself. I'm telling you this so you can empower yourself again. You know that you were somebody at one point, bro. But your compassion got you in trouble. You know what I mean? And shit, bro. You being nice to these people that came and they were saying they were being oppressed over there and all that. And you gave them a hand and they bit it. That's cool. You know what I mean? But just that's what I'm saying. Learn from your lessons and let's be proactive, not reactive. You know. But go ahead, my bro.
Right.
That's all I wanted to say so far. You know.
You know you can't we can't rewind time, you know what I mean? That's the whole point about studying history is to learn about the mistakes, you know what I mean? Some people, they don't like to analyze mistakes. Some people have a mindset was like, why you dwelling on the past? Why you keep bringing this up? Why, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I made a mistake. Let's move on. Right. But the thing is that we need to address these mistakes. We need to understand why what this mistake happened. You know what I mean? Even in the smallest things, you know what I mean? I'm a teacher of grammar, you know what I mean? So if I see you make a mistake with a spelling or a pronunciation or a structure, you know what I mean? We gonna sooner or later, we gonna keep coming back to it, and I'm gonna see how you dealing with it. You still making the same mistake?
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
why that's why in this realm a lot of people have reincarnations. That the whole belief system of reincarnation is, hey, you didn't learn what you were supposed to learn and you keep making the same mistake. You can't overcome, what I mean? Like when people some people, bro, they're so petty. I know a lot of folks that soon as they get disrespected, you know what I mean, or somebody look at them the wrong way, or they hear a certain word, they gotta fight. They'll say things like, nah, bro, I can't let that shit slide. It's about principles.
That shit used to happen in my younger days, bro. I had this homie from he was from Venice Beach, right? Venice Beach. And he was from this gang called Shoreline, bro. Shoreline gang or whatever it was called. But the way you diss his gang is by calling it shoestrings or shoelaces, right? Oh, bro. He hears shoelaces and over that shit, bro. Bro, but you don't like what, bro? It's like, motherfucker, I need to buy some shoelaces. Why, homie, what's that word? What the fuck, homie? I didn't even know that's how you disrespect the hood and shit, bro, you know? And all of a
Right.
sudden, they, you know what I mean? Then you just happen to say the shit again by accident. Or now you fighting with the dude because you didn't, you know what I mean? But what the fuck, bro? It's like over dumb shit, like you said, bro. People fight over the dumbest shit, dog. You know what I
I,
mean?
I mean, I
Eh,
mean, and this triggers a lot of people, especially on YouTube, because one of the easiest genres to become to get a lot of followers and subscribers on YouTube is talk about gang shit. You know what I mean?
oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Fucking Sureños, Norteños, Crips,
Shit.
Bloods. You know what I mean? Look at what's that bullshit no jumper. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
what I'm
that shit
saying?
right there.
All the gang members, they love to go on there and talk to that white boy. You know what I'm saying?
And they
And
all, yeah,
and
that's what I was gonna say. And they don't realize they're being utilized and infiltrated, homie. You know, like dude, like they're making money off your culture, bro, of your struggle, of your
yeah,
fucking
but
bad
but
decisions and shit.
but
You
this,
know,
but
but
this
go
is
ahead.
but this but this is the point I was saying about a gang member, bro. Being a gang member is you are you are one of the dumbest people, the lowest of the lows. And I know that's gonna trigger a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it
Yeah,
is. Look,
Yeah,
look
bro.
what you was saying about the dude with the shoelaces. You know what I mean? And that's just one gang because each gang has their own terminology. Just like you can't say slob to a blood or crab to a crib. You know what I mean? They all have these words and terminologies that triggers them and that they supposed to fight to the death. You know what I mean? And then they're fighting for their own gang be snitching on them like that's the truth of the matter, bro. Only a young cat, a young bull, you know what I mean, that's just happened to be in this life for young, they're lost in the sauce. They really believe it, right? But anybody that's lived this shit, they're like, bro, this is some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Exactly, bro. But what woke me up, bro, when I used to be, riding with the gangs and shit. This is when I call bullshit on there. You know what I mean? They used to call me, Solo in my little gang days, bro. You know what I mean? That was my name, Solo. I was Solo Bolo, bro. Solo on the be on the lookout type of shit. You know what I mean? Only by myself. But I used to beef, with a certain gang back in the day, right?
Yeah.
We used to go hard on each other, bro. And then it was this guy that once me and him saw each other, bro. Shit, we just wanted to kill each other, bro. When we were be at the movies, be at parties, where it was always a shootout, somebody getting jumped or somebody getting shot, bro. When me and these guys saw each other, bro. Until one day I get locked up, I go to county and I see that motherfucker in jail, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm ready to go at it with this dude, bro. I'm about to take him out. But I get checked right away, homie. You know what I mean? I was a youngster. You know what I mean? Just 18 years old. I didn't know the deal. I get checked right away, like, nah, bro. Right here, we all won. I was like, okay, what the fuck we doing out there? Out there, we fighting over territory and drugs and all that shit. And you know what I mean? They were here. Oh, so this is all for your benefit, motherfuckers. This is you need the numbers in here and shit, so you can fight against the. But out there, you're telling us to kill each other with a little block and shit, bro. Over some, you know what I mean? Because I hate this motherfucker because he came into my block, started slanging on my block, homie, talking to my bitches and shit. And you over here telling me once we in here, bro, we get along, everything is okay because you need your numbers in here to fight against the other ones. But when we out there, you don't give a fuck about what we do to each other, bro. You know? And I was like, this is bullshit. This is all the benefit because even in gangs, some of there's elites. You know what I mean?
Of
They got
course.
money, bro. There's millionaires and shit. While you over
Of
there killing
course.
each other, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm a
And
revolutionary,
you got
bro.
torpedoes too.
Exactly. You got straight bottom motherfuckers, bro. But that's what I'm saying, man. I'm like, damn, fuck this shit, though. That's when I was going all against the gang shit, though.
So
Because
so
deep
you,
inside
you
me, I'm a revolutionary, bro. I'm not a gangbanger. I'm a Nicaraguans ain't gangbangers, bro. We're not known for that shit. You know what I mean?
I
We're
mean,
just not known for gangbangers, bro.
whenever we decide a certain name for something or a clique or a race or a color or anything, I'm not against the gang mentality. You know what I mean? Because there is benefits to this, just like what you said. See, I understand this shit because I also come from the street life and I've been in jails and prison type of so you know um bro, this is like the macro and the micro. You know what I mean? This is the same as above, so below, or the same below as above. So once you really understand something, you could address it or relate it to something else totally different. For example, look what you just told me, bro. You just told me the key, a major key. Somebody else that's listening or that will listen to this maybe won't even catch it, but I caught it. Is that you basically said the key to this banging on the beast? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because I totally understand because I seen it myself.
Yeah.
Sureños, you know what I mean? In LA, there's so many of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That y'all bang on each other. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, if you ask most Sureños, bro, they never fight a Norteño, bro. Because
Yeah,
Norteños stay in Oakland and Sacramento. They never
right.
see each other, bro.
Right. The
You
the
know?
the 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 Sureños that bang on the Norteños is in Central California and up. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the Sureños that live in Sacramento, they bang with Norteños. You know what I mean? The Sureños that live in San Francisco, they bang on Norteños and vice versa. But the Sureños that live in LA, a lot of them never even seen a norteño, only on YouTube.
Never.
You know what I'm saying?
But
So they bang on each other because that another thing about human nature, right? You gotta bang on somebody. You know what I mean? You can't
yep.
be a gang and not bang. You know what I'm saying? So
Shit.
so okay, so me and you, right? We're from rival gangs and we just hate each other because you killed my family members and I killed your family members. So it's just not acceptable. You feel me? We hate each other. That's just what it is. But now we're in jail together, and now the elites, the higher ups, the shot callers, palabreros, they're
Hmm.
ordering us that
Exactly.
we gotta call a truce. You feel me? While we're
Exactly, bro.
in jail, we have to call a truce. We have to shake hands. We have to eat each other. We have to eat with each other. We have
Yeah.
to laugh at each other's jokes. We have to watch each other's back. We have to do all these things. You know what I mean? But you killed my family members. I killed your wife. I killed your
Yeah.
kids, etc. You know what I mean? Okay, so and they do it, because I seen it.
Yeah, they do it.
I,
You know,
okay. So if they could swallow their pride for that dumbass shit,
why
but
can't they do
but
it? You know what I mean?
to bang on
On
the
the
beast,
outside.
to bang on the
Yeah,
beast.
exactly, bro. Yeah, there it is. And it's like little testimony. That's why I wear the red hat. You see the LA on me, bro. I'm from. I lived in LA, bro. I was running with the Southsiders, bro. Once I found that shit out, I went solo bowler for real, bro. I started rock not because I became a Northsider, bro. Because I realized this is all bloody what we're doing, bro. So I represent the LA, bro. You know what I mean? The LA Red and shit. I'm not a fucking bro. No, bro. It's so stupid shit, bro. So I went against all that shit, bro. You know, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit because it's stupid shit. They're not digging into the whole gangs and these fucking Mexican mafias and all these fuckers. They all fucking Freemasons, bro. Like
Yeah, and
all these gang signs come from Freemasons and shit, bro.
and and,
You
and
know?
that's why the same way that you have this taste, you know what I mean, towards that aspects, and I do too, you know what I mean, because I can't, I don't roll with gang members because I used to be cool with gang members, right? Because
Yeah,
I used to be cool with certain gang members, right?
yeah,
Like let's say if you told me, me and I'm in the gang, but me and you, we cool, right? Like we're talking right now. I didn't talk to other dudes just like I'm talking to you. But then when I found out is that when their gang, their shot callers, their palaveros, their elites put an order, and they would be like, you know what? You gotta touch up Romeo. You gotta hit up Romeo.
yep.
And I was like, hold on, bro. I thought we was brothers though. They'd be like, nah, bro, like we is brothers, but I got the word. That's what woke me up. I'd be like, okay, so no problem. I'm not even no problem. You just gave me light. Now I appreciate it. Now I see things how it is. So now when somebody tells me, yeah, I'm a gang member, okay, cool. But don't ask me for shit, bro.
Exactly.
I had gang members touch my door, be like, hey man, can I borrow some soups? I'd be like, ain't you in a gang, bro? They'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, well, go ask your gang for some shit. Don't ask me. And then they would be getting insensitive, you know what I mean? Like, oh, what, you from the other gang? I was like, no, I'm not,
Shit,
I'm not,
bro.
I'm not part of shit. But you is. You is. Don't ask me for shit. Why you asking me for shit?
Yeah, bro. That shit right there. That shit right there almost always got me mad, bro. You know what I mean? Like I ain't doing this shit no more, dog. So I went solo bolo, bro. And later on, I told you in life, I started rocking the red hat and everything because that shit don't make sense, bro. I ain't your typical dude. Like, don't look at me because I'm Hispanic and I live in LA. I'm a Southsider and shit and all that. That's dumb shit, bro. Retarded shit. Because when you go in there, bro, I was cool with a black dude I knew from Pomona, and we seen each other in jail. I can't talk to him, but I got to talk to the guy that shot at me. You know what I mean? And trying to shank me, trying to fucking kill me and shit, bro. You know? But this dude, the black dude, was cool, bro. You know what I mean? I stayed at his pad one time when I ain't got no place to stay. You know that shit, bro. But I can't
Right.
talk to him, bro. That's your enemy now. You
It's
know?
it's It's
You know what I
another
mean?
world. It's another world, and just like you know, it's just like with these countries. You know what I mean? You go to another country, you got to follow those rules. You got to, you know what I mean? And that's something that we have to understand about this realm. That we're living in. See, that's why I go back to the knowledge and the wisdom. That first we need to understand the rules. What are the rules? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Not of prison, not of the streets of this life. You feel me? Like, for example, nutrition. You know what I mean? What are the rules of your body? How many minerals and vitamins does your body need? A lot of people don't even know what the fuck a mineral or vitamin is.
The amino acids.
They just heard of vitamin C and don't know about copper or zinc or potassium, etc.
Yeah,
There's
they
a
don't
I
even
think
know. They don't even know how the energy in your body works. I mean, they don't like
right. And and,
like I
and,
asked to
and
know. I asked this old guy, bro. This old dude. He feels sick and shit. He feels down, and he's not healthy. He's like 78 years old. And I asked him, hey man, if you can give me an advice, what I mean, what food should I get away from? What I mean, what should I get away when I eat or consume something? He told me salt. Get away from salt. I was like, not the sugar. And shit, you know what I mean? Because he eats a lot of sugar, bro. You know what I mean? And he has diabetes. I know. He said salt. He felt like salt was the problem in his life, bro. Man,
yeah.
I was like, you need salt in your body. You know that. And like you said, potassium. That's your positive and negative energy in your cells, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you
we
mean
we
salt?
we are we are
You know,
batteries, bro. Humans are
we're
batteries.
batteries. Yeah, every little cell in you has potassium and salt, bro. Sodium and potassium, bro.
Yeah,
So that's
the
why.
body needs salt. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, that's
you
so that's
know,
why they got Gatorade. Gatorade tastes so salty for that reason, bro.
uh,
Because
um,
it's the salt in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, go ahead.
I have a friend that's a doctor. I haven't talked to him in years because there's a lot of doctors that are doctors. They have the knowledge of modern medicine, but they're dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? They're fuck ups. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But you know, I do thank him because I was on that type of hype for 1 second. I was like, you know what I mean? Yeah, we got to get rid of the salt. And then he was like,
yeah,
he lightweight checked me. He was like,
yeah.
nah, the body needs salt. Like, you know what I mean? There's a certain amount. Like, it's true. Like, it is very true. Let's address the issue. Humans right now in certain countries and certain diets, they abuse the
The
salt. You know
salt.
what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah. It's like anything else. Yeah, but
There's an abuse of salt. You know what I mean? There's some people that like, oh my God, they put salt on everything. You know what I mean? So yeah,
yeah.
salt is a
Hey, but you
problem.
will agree. You will agree with me that sugar is more of a problem than salt, right?
Most
Yeah,
definitely,
that's what I
because
mean. Yeah.
I mean, salt is also a problem because, for example, you say you like to cook. Okay, let me ask you a cooking question, right? So, um, when a person is cooking meat, right, and he's barbecuing or on the carne asada or a steak, right? When do you supposed to put the salt on the steak? That's my question.
But I do as I'm cooking it, bro. But some people marinate that shit. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Well,
But
the correct answer from a chef's point of view, like in the cooking, is at the last minute.
at the
Because
last
if you
minute,
at the
oh,
last
okay.
minute, because if you put salt on the steak while it's cooking or at the beginning, what does salt do to meat or what does salt do to flesh? It makes it hard.
Oh, for real? That's why my shit get hard and shit, bro.
So what you're
Shit.
supposed to do is, you know what I mean? When because also another thing is that when people eat, I'm a vegan, so I don't eat meat. You feel me? But I got the game, I got the knowledge, I understand this shit. So when you
Yeah.
meat, you're supposed to eat the shit bloody, man. When I was young and when I was raised in my household, Salvadorians, they like to eat meat very stale, like very, very, very well cooked to the point where it's like a goddamn cardboard. Excuse my language. You know what I'm saying? So and back to what I was saying about once you're programmed. So when you're young, and that's what I was used to. I liked it that meat like that. When I started, wanting to learn about life and how the people that eat or how the people My whole thing is that I want to learn how professionals or experts do what they do. You know what I mean? So when I started
Yeah.
researching how meat connoisseurs, people that really eat meat, you're supposed to eat it bloody. It's not supposed to be overcooked. You know what I mean? You're supposed to
It's not
be.
enticing though. it's
I
not
mean that
enticing. You know what
because
I
you're
mean?
not you're not a real or you're not a real meat eater. A real
It
meat
just
eater. You know what I'm
it goes
saying?
back to it goes back to us not even supposed to eat that shit because our body can even like for example, bro, they tell you to drink water better at a room temperature level, right? Because our body is
Right.
warm, right?
Right.
So we can process the water faster and what I mean burn more calories. If you drink it
Exactly.
cold,
Exactly.
the body got to cool it down and all that shit, right? I mean warm it
Right.
up and all that before it can prosper. That same thing with the cook. Like the reason is they cook it. Humans started doing this because your body couldn't what you call like digest this fucking food as fast,
Process.
bro. So it needs to be like kind of processed already, kind of cooked already, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Because your body just you're not supposed to put that fucking meat in the first place, did you, bro?
For
So
some people, because there's
yeah,
other
yeah, yeah,
humans, or so-called humans on this earth that they
yeah,
do need to eat meat. You feel me?
yeah, yeah. That's what I was saying.
They do need to
It
eat
goes
other
back to
humans.
what Sebi was saying. Your cosmic arrangement and shit, bro. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like where you grew up, like the gorilla grew up over here, the polar bear grew up over here, and the fucking grizzly bear. They don't eat the same food, bro. You know what I'm saying? They eat differently, very differently. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about where you grew up. Like the European, for example, he might be able to eat that fucking shit, no problem to him, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like the Asian motherfucker, like he can't process milk. It's not for him to process milk. You know what I mean? That's why they drink a lot of soy milk and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And while we're over here having problems with this shit, because we don't supposed to process this shit either, because we come from different cosmic arrangements and shit. So like you said, certain people, yeah, bro, but most people, nah. You know what I mean? We don't supposed to even eat that shit, though. I would say if we did, it was more like in survival times where there was no trees, no nothing, and that's why it makes sense for Europeans to eat that more because where they come from is they don't got that much shit like we do over here, bro, like trees and herbs and all that. They come from the Caucasus Mountains, so that shit is very cold over there. So it makes sense that they have to, dig into the meat. That would be an unjust God who put them in there. You know what I mean? So it has to
Yeah.
be something there that they gotta eat.
Yeah, it's just like all like what you're saying about all the animals, even the fish. You know what I mean? There's some fish that eat other fish. Those are the fish. If people that are pescatarian and they eat fish, those are the fish you're supposed to eat. Because there's some seafood that you're not supposed to eat, like the Bible say. Like which are the fish or seafood that you're not supposed to eat? The ones that eat shit. You ain't supposed to eat
Yeah,
animals that eat shit. You know what I mean? Like a human should not eat anything that eats shit. You know what I mean? Or eats you know
exactly.
what I mean? Like dead vulture type shit. You know what I mean? Like already carcass dead shit. You know what I mean? You're supposed to eat other animals that eat fresh shit. You know what I mean? Like not fresh shit,
Ooh.
but fresh
It's a
things. You know
first-
what I mean? Yeah, let
yeah,
me
yeah,
let
yeah,
me
yeah.
correct myself. You know what I'm saying? Because if somebody out there is listening, you know what I mean? We got to, you know what I mean? Yeah, we're just having a dialogue and it's a conversation between me and brother Vlad, but at the same time, the most high is listening and then the
Yeah.
devil listening too, you know what I'm saying? Fuck you, you know what I'm saying? And and anybody else could tap in. This is a live, you know what I mean, public feed, you know what I mean? If you listening live, you know me, you are a chosen one, you know what I mean? You here because you can relate, you might be a luminary too, and we bang on the beast over here. So if you want to bang on the beast, tap in or tap out.
Yeah. And the beauty is there's not that many people, bro, watching or anything. Just us. You know what I mean? So you come in, bro. Don't feel pressure. Now you can just be yourself with this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of these things, brother Yakasha finally came back yesterday. He dropped a video.
Yeah, I told you. I seen him on his other channel. Then I seen him on his on that channel. He was giving a little what you call a little back on what he was going through back then
Yeah,
last
I
year and all
felt
that.
I felt bad because he said he lost a lot of family members and close ones, you know what I mean, in the
Yeah.
transgression of the year. But I was glad for his testimony because he said that he was back on live because you know like giving gratitude. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like he has like a 2,000 subscriber. Like people listen to like if he's dropped some. So I'm glad. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
bro, we supposed to be examples. You know what I'm saying? We tapped into each other. We met each other because of that channel. You know what I'm saying?
exactly, exactly. And that's what but you see, this is little shit. What he was saying there, I knew what the brother was going through, bro. I knew that he was like when he got into with me. I know he was more emotional than anything, bro. You know, because he
Right.
got into with me over a Bible script, bro. You know what I mean? That's why he got into. But like I said, I went and visited this, bro. I met his wife, nice lady, bro. You know what I mean? Honestly, I didn't appreciate when Messi was targeting his wife, bro, because I don't like that shit. You know what I mean? I don't fucking fuck around like that, bro. So that kind of like, you know what I mean? I kind of lost respect for Messi when he did that, because I don't respect that shit, bro. You know, leave the wives and the kids out of it. And but anyways, getting back to the bro, like he told me about he was facing jail, bro, because he put the gat out and shit. You know what I mean? Because his mama just died. He went to the park and he was telling me all these things, and his mama just passed away, and he was fighting in court with his family over what the mama left him, which was a house, and all this shit that was going on. And that thing happened, bro. And I know he got emotional with me, so I understood, bro. After we got into it, I texted the brother like 2, 3 times, telling him I wanted to make peace with him. I'm that guy, bro, because I don't take shit for like that, bro. You don't really hurt me like that, bro. It's just words to me, you know. I always see like, hey, bro, if I made a mistake, I'm here to tell you what I fucked up. I even did that with Messi, bro. But these brothers are prideful and shit, you know. I'm not homie. I had homies that came and apologized to me, and I let go, though, because I got bigger problems and shit. But I understood what he was going through. I knew that when he got into with me, bro, he got into with me out of emotions more than anything, bro. He was very emotional in those times. He just lost his mama. You know, that's all from a bigger man, you know me, standard, you know me, point of view. I understood, bro. That's why I sent him a text and I apologized and I told the dude, hey, man, whatever it was, ain't that big of a deal to me, bro. I know, you know, some things were said. I disrespected you. You disrespected me. You know what I'm saying? But
Okay, you went now. I don't know if you could hear us, bro, but you just went now. You must be in some kind of rough patch or something. But you know, things happen, man. You know, I'm just glad that I got a chance to see the brother. I didn't get a chance to catch him live. I caught the replay, but I'm glad that that he's back and that he's speaking the word.
we got to
And
correct him sometimes, bro. You know?
yeah,
Can you hear me?
you just can't. You were lost for a minute. You just came back.
Oh, what? I kept talking and shit. What you heard last? Shit.
Yeah, you was. I mean, you was just talking about how the the situation, how it went down and everything. You know what I mean about the brother.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, like I realized that, bro. Like, damn, the bro went through a lot. I even sent him a text. I hope you're good, bro, because he was saying I might go to jail, bro. I like, hope you're not in jail, bro. I hope you're good. I realized, bro, what you were
Right.
going through. I was like, even I got a little sad for bro when I started thinking about what he's going through, how he lost his mama. That's when I met him,
Definitely.
bro. You know what I'm saying? So I felt for the bro, and I seen him the other day telling his testimony. Like, oh, good, bro. You know, I get you, bro. I knew about it, but I guess you got to share your testimony to the people and let them know why you went away and shit. You know what I mean? And stuff. And I felt it. You know, it's good, bro, that he's back and more power to him and shit. And I hope you know what I mean, he find his true direction and shit. And
Yeah,
he believes that's
I
his
guess
direction.
I guess he went
I
back to
go,
his roots. You know what I mean? Because I know his roots is on the street. You know what I mean? On the corner.
yeah,
You know reading his verses and everything. But the streets are pretty much dead nowadays. You know what I mean? In many aspects. You know what I mean? People aren't even out on the streets like they used to. You know what I mean? Shops and
yeah,
stores are going bankrupt and closing down and leaving. Like the world is really, like I told you, we're in a transformational stage worldwide, and we've always been. That's what this life is. Another law about this life, that is constant change. You know what I mean? That's why we need to go with the flow. You know what I mean? And the flow is we need to grow, flow. You know what I'm saying? And show. You know what I mean? Show, improve. So YouTube is the new streets. You know what I mean? So if he want to reach the most people. He need to, you know, go back and start posting the vids like he used to. That's why I miss the brothers. You know what I mean? I miss brother Yakasha. You know what I mean? And how we used to congregate. I miss brother Mesh. I wish brother Mesh would tap in. You know what I mean? And we could get back to, you know what I mean? We don't have to agree in everything. You know what I mean? We don't have to even build. You know what I'm saying? But the building is with the word. You know what I mean? The building is inspiring. I miss speaking with brother Manny. You know what I mean? Also, he was very knowledgeable on many aspects. I miss the other brothers on the live too. Even you know what I'm saying, even the young brother the Waters, the you know what I mean, and all of them. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know
You
what I'm
see,
saying?
I miss them, bro, but I can't fuck with them no more because they only have a tunnel vision, bro. You know what I mean? Their tunnel vision is only us, 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 and I don't believe that shit, bro. You know what I mean? And the moment I disagree with it, they're gonna hate me, bro. You know?
Right, right.
And
I mean, I mean,
I'm not for that shit, bro. That's why I fuck with you more because you more for like you see a wider view of what's going on, bro. You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm not, yeah, I'm not banging all the other shit. You know what I'm saying? But you
Yeah.
gotta understand, I still got that view, but I wasn't there for, you know what I mean, for them brothers to I wasn't, they weren't going to indoctrinate me. That's just like the Mormons that came by my house the other day. We were talking and for a lot, and you know what I mean, we were sharing wisdom. But then I told them, you know what I mean, like like, hey man, y'all welcome to come and we could talk, chop it up. But don't think you're gonna indoctrinate me into Mormonism and me become a Mormon. You sent me the video about the Mormon the other time, bro. All this
Yeah.
bullshit, earthly shit, to me is just bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just earthly shit. It's called mundane shit. You know what I mean? Like if I'm gonna learn mundane shit, I'm gonna learn about plants and nature, how to grow shit. If I'm gonna learn mundane shit, I'm gonna learn carpentry, how to build shit, or masonry,
Exactly.
how to work with stone, not Freemasonry, Albert Pike shit. No, I'm gonna build how to fucking mold stone. If I'm gonna learn mundane earthly shit, I'm gonna learn alchemy and magic, how to fucking manifest what I need to manifest to make
Now
real change for the
you're
future.
talking about tangible deals, bro. Now you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Superficial
I'm not.
shit
Yeah,
constantly. You know what I
I'm
mean? You know
not
what I mean?
talking about Bible talk. You know what I mean? I'm
You know
not
what I
gonna.
mean? Yeah.
I'm not talking about rhetoric. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about he say, she say. That's why when motherfuckers talk about, bro, it's not about color. It's not about class. I mean, it is a fact that people see the world like that. You feel me? But their views on the world don't affect me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
about wisdom. I'm about light. I'm about magic. I'm about really making it
Exactly.
happen now. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
bro.
Not
And to be real, bro, I think the most like I used to read the scriptures, but I used to be more being directed by the like I watch videos on YouTube and they direct you to some scriptures and then you just read that little part. But once I started like getting with Yakasha and them, man, bro, because I wanted to like when I go on that channel, I wanted to speak facts and shit. I wanted to, you know what I mean? I wanted like I didn't want to just read what somebody else read, homie. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I wanted
yeah.
to like, bro. So I started reading all the chapters, the fully and everything, bro. And I realized, bro, that the Bible itself was talking about other books that was not even in the Bible no more, bro. And
Right.
that broke everything, bro. Like 40 books, almost 30 some books, bro. They're
Yeah.
not there no more, bro.
Right.
Like you ever put a puzzle? Like you ever try to like I remember I was doing like 1,000 puzzles one time, bro. With this bro and shit in a group home, and we got to the last fucking like 10 pluses, bro. You know what I mean? And it was like fucking 5, 6 pluses missing, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it don't make sense.
I, I was like, fuck this game. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, but no, bro, what am I supposed to do? Drive some other shit and try to put the puzzles together? They're not there, bro. I can't put these puzzles together.
Yeah,
I'm done with this shit. This game is not fun no more, bro. You
it's
know,
unfulfilling, and it's
it's
just not right.
unfulfilling, bro. And that's what I was telling the bro, Jack. And how can you sit around here, bro, with an incomplete puzzle? I mean, I'm not saying the Bible's not real. I believe it's an old Matrix book, but that's why I think they took so many books out because
It
before
just
the
is
books are
what
there,
it is. You know what I mean?
yeah, you
That's
know what I
all
mean?
it is. It's a book with a lot of wisdom,
And that's it.
and it can guide you. You know what I mean? For some people, that might be the only book. To me, it's not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
And that's why
I'm
I
not.
couldn't do it, bro. Cause some brothers take this shit literal and shit. You know what I mean? And then they want you to take it literal. And the moment you don't agree with their the way they're taking it, bro, is you're the enemy now, you know. And I'm like, and I'm like, damn, bro, but there's so many books missing. How can you really understand what's being said here, and then be mad at me for me questioning this shit, bro? You
like
know?
like I
And it's
like
like,
I told like I told you earlier, bro. Like some people read or study the Bible. We need to beat the Bible. You know what I'm saying? You need to live
that's it.
those words, and that's what the in the book is say. You know what I mean? Like it tells you that when Jesus, then you had the riff like the waters. They was like, nah, I don't fuck with the New Testament. I'm only Old Testament. Bro, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like wisdom is wisdom, bro. I could talk to a bum. I could talk to a homeless dude on the street. You know what I mean? And if he drops a gem on me, I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. You know what I mean? This bum or this homeless dude, maybe once upon a time, he had a high position somewhere or he knew something. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna close doors on wisdom. I could get wisdom from anywhere. But some people be like, no, I can only get it from these people. I can only get it from this book. And that's cool. That's you. You know what I mean? But that's not
That's,
me.
yeah. And that's when they don't like you, though. That's what I'm saying. That's why they, you know what I mean? At some
Yeah,
point, sooner or
they
later,
pass judgment.
you know what I
That's
mean?
when they pass
Yeah.
judgment.
Sooner or later, because they say they read a little scripture and they think they know it all, bro. Like, read the whole thing entirely, bro, and read it with common sense, and don't read it with chapters and verses, bro. Because when the people wrote that book, they didn't write it like that, bro. This is some shit they added on later on. A chapter, it was just a fucking letter, bro. You know what I mean? A letter, homie, with no chapters. Just like when you write a letter, bro. You don't put numbers and chapters in your letter. You just write in a letter, dog. So read that shit like a letter, and you're gonna find out, bro, when you read it in totality what it is, though. The brothers gonna pick little scriptures in there, and then they start dividing themselves and all that shit. With that shit, and like I said, it's missing over 40 books just on the Old Testament alone, and the new one they said there's other ones missing out of him, Jesus and Magdalene and blah blah blah. And, I don't know, bro, but I think you guys being taken for a long ride. And like I said, bro, your mind is like a transmission, bro. Your thoughts are your gears and shit, bro.
Right.
If you think about things that you know what I mean, like you said, tangible shit that's gonna move you forward, you're gonna go forward, bro. You're gonna put that bitch in drive, bro. But if you're constantly stuck in shit that you can't figure it out, guess what you in, bro? You in reverse, my boy. You know what I mean? And when you go in reverse, bro, you know you can't see that good in reverse. You're gonna be hitting shit and everything, bro. You gotta be, homie, and then you're going backwards too. You know what I mean? And not only that, your imagination sucks, homie. You know what I mean? You lacking imagination and shit, bro. That's your steering wheel in life. Your imagination. Now you got that steering wheel turned to the left, bro. Why you going in reverse? So what are you doing? You're going in reverse in circles, bro. That's all you're doing, my bro. You know? So when you reading shit like that and all that, you're not moving forward, bro. Your thoughts are fucking with you. You know, you're living in the past constantly.
Facts.
That's my message to the people, bro. Like, with that transmission, bro. That's why dudes can't get out of fucking, like I was telling you last stuff. Dudes can't get out of porn. They can't get out of liquor because they're constantly thinking of that shit. They're thinking of the last porn they saw, homie, the last bitch they saw. Ooh,
Right.
they start getting imaginations. There goes your steering wheel, homie. Turn it to the left. Your imagination starts getting wicked, homie. Now you're
Yeah.
going in where? Beating your meat. Oh, you about to go drink that liquor. You about to do that crystal because you're constantly thinking about that feeling you had, bro. You in the past, my bro. You're living in the past. You got those thoughts that are gears in reverse, homie. You need to put that shit in forward. When your thoughts is going, you need to think of forward shit. Imagine some shit you're doing in the front, homie.
Yeah,
What you doing, you know what I mean?
and tap in with the right people because you know what I mean. Even if you want to change and stop doing that shit, but if you're constantly, you know what I mean, with the same people that doing that shit, then you ain't
Mm-hmm.
gonna get nowhere, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the people that's around you, the people that you talk to, the people that you listen to, it does make a difference. You know what I mean? That's why
It does.
anyone that catches these lives and listens through it, you know what I mean, and truly is
Yeah.
part of this conversation, you know what I mean, is listening to, like, you know what I mean, like a brother or a sister, you know, because that's another thing. I'm not one of these dudes that only talks to brothers, you know what I mean, because you know what I mean, there's only dudes that only want to talk to the men out there. I don't believe in that. We talking to women, men, and children, you know what I mean. Anybody can get this work,
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
you know,
saying.
we're talking to the sisters from another mister too, bro. We're talking to the brothers from another father. Anybody, homie. You know what I'm saying? We know.
Anybody could be the change in their family, you know what I mean, because I believe,
Yeah,
you know what I mean, that women are the true you know what I mean, are the true ones that's gonna bring the change into this world, you know what I mean, because women
yeah,
are the ones that affect the family more than the men. You see what I'm saying? Just like how we was talking in private, about issues in our families with women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're the
yeah.
ones that should be, talking this shit to us. You know what I mean? It's just like with me over here. I be constantly telling my significant other, be like, damn man, I'm the one constantly feeding y'all. You know what I mean? This game, this wisdom, right? About God. I'm always talking about wisdom. I'm always talking about love. I'm always banging about this. I'm like, damn, I'm tired. Wouldn't it be lovely? Y'all the women, you feel me? How come how come I should be the one fucking up? You know what I mean? I should be the one lost in the sauce, and you guys telling me, stop doing this, eat better, eat this, stop drinking. But I'm the one, you know what I mean? And it's not correct. Women are the ones that's supposed to be the ones banging on the beast. You feel me?
Yeah, yeah, because back then that's who women had a lot of wisdom, but now they've been distracted too, bro. You know
Right.
what I mean? Women are being distracted and they don't have
Right.
anything. You know what I mean?
And let's get this clear. I'm not banging or on women. That's just the fact that that's where we're at right now. You feel me? Because because exactly what you said, they've been distracted, they've been misled. You know what I mean? They've been misguided. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
we weren't on our job neither. You know what I mean? We was fucking up. We was on the street, we was on the corner, we was at the liquor store, we were with the homies, we was playing video games, we was at the sports stadium, we was at the bar, we was at the casino.
Oh
Of
yeah, you
course,
know.
of course women are going to be misguided. We're not home.
Yeah, over there sitting down watching Dr. Phil and shit, bro, and Oprah. You know what I mean? and
hey,
then
hey,
and the
we
Kardashians and shit. You know what I
right,
mean? So
right.
so
Of
what do you
course,
think they're gonna be doing, bro? Man hating
exactly.
women and shit, bro. Like they don't even know what's going on. Instead of advising us and shit, they just get away from us
Yeah,
and
they've
shit.
been
You know what I mean?
women been watching MTV since MTV started back in 80 something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fucking up their
You,
brains and shit, though.
yeah,
You
listening
know,
to women just want to have fun. You know what I mean? Cindy Lauper, or listening to Madonna. Like a virgin, and then what I mean, all this bullshit that's been brainwashing them. Just like we were
yeah.
brainwashed when I used to listen to songs like "Bitches Ain't Shit But Hoes and Tricks." They lick
I
some
really
they
believe
nuts
that
and they
shit.
suck our dick, huh?
Yeah, yeah. Bro, I used to believe that shit, bro. That's what bitches were bit. You know what I mean? Like that's all it was. That's why I never really whipped on women on that, but I didn't treat them like that. You know what I mean? Like you're
Yeah,
supposed to treat a woman, bro. You know
right.
what I'm
But it, it's
saying?
it's just a topic that we need to analyze how we were, why we were the way we were, why women are the way women are now. Not all of them, because there is some that is banging on the beast. There are a
Yeah,
lot of women that
yeah,
are homeschooling their children now. There's a lot of women that are vegan and eating plant-based. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women that you know what I mean, they're not brushing their teeth with Colgate. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women that are
yeah,
making their own laundry detergent. You know what I mean? There's a lot of women on that type of page they understand that we need to protect the children. It's not about us anymore. Doesn't matter about us anymore. It is who
yeah,
are we
bro.
going to teach and pass this knowledge and game to? And if somebody came across this video and be like, hey, we sound interesting. We sound like, you know what I mean? Like, hey man, I'm gonna start tapping in. Well, subscribe. You know what I mean?
Hey,
And
it
and
is.
and and stay tuned. You know what I mean? Because
Participate, shit.
we
Yeah,
really,
boy.
yeah, participate. We really be about this shit. This isn't just some shit about clicks and views.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nah, bro. Like just to like on the women topic, bro. I give my woman a lot of props. You know what I mean? She changed her lifestyle a lot on the way we eat and all that stuff, bro. As we go on, but we gotta evolve little by little. Sometimes it's not
Right.
easy just to change right
No,
away, but you
yeah,
gotta start making the effort. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
That's
not an
all.
overnight thing. It's definitely not overnight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
little
yeah.
by little. It's little by little. It's
Yeah,
kind of like
exactly.
it's kind of like a drug fiend, you know what I mean, or methadone, you know what I mean. I learned about
Yeah,
methadone that the junkies, the dope fiends that be on heroin, they can't just give it up because your body goes into a state of shock. You feel me? You know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Oh yeah,
so
bro. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so so
You
so
know,
so in the clinics, the doctors they give a methadone. What is methadone? It's a little bit of heroin. It's little taste of heroin, little by little, until their
yeah.
body rejects it. You know what I mean? Completely.
I
Even
seen
even
those cases. Yeah.
alcoholics go through this shit. People that drank 20, 30, 40 years every fucking night. You know, they can't just
Yeah.
give up. They can't just give up alcohol because their body will go into a fucking state of shock.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro. Even if they tried it, their body's still gonna like coffee too, bro. I stopped having
Coffee
coffee for a
too.
couple of days, bro. My body gets shaky and I feel like throwing up and all that shit. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
you
saying?
get migraines. People get migraines when they start giving up. And that leads us to another important thing about this life that sometimes, you know what I mean, not changing is easier than changing. You know what I mean? Because just like how you said earlier, sometimes, bro, when you change or you really get some knowledge or some wisdom or you learn your history, it fucking hurts, bro. It
Yeah, it
hurts
does.
to find out that, you know what I mean, mama was this and papa was this and grandfathers fucking gave up the booty and grandmothers didn't, you know
Shit.
what I mean, didn't do what they were supposed to do. And then, you know, and that's just two generations. Imagine going back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and some people just run from that shit, bro. You know,
Some
and
people,
like I said,
I don't, to some people, bro, to some people, I recommend don't even try to do your genealogy or do your family history because you're not gonna like what you find. You know what I mean? It's better to just build a new you, a new future, a new family, a new race. Why do we have to be? All this is social construct. All these countries have been changed from a European perspective. Even Mayas and Aztecs are only a few thousand years old. How about before them?
yeah, we don't know.
Why do we have to go back to their structure? Why I can't build my own country and my own race of people with my own laws and my own culture? No, I have to be what they say I have to be. No, no, I don't.
Yeah. And it goes back to what me and my wife was talking about the other day, right? Because like when we read the Bible, they said we go by the seed, right?
Right,
The seed of the father, right? You are what your father is.
right.
And I was telling my wife, shit, I don't know, because that's kind of fucked up, because I didn't even met my father and shit, so I don't even know who his father was and who his father was. And even back, what if, like, my girl's like, well, my dad is white, right? I was like, well, okay, but I was like, but who's his dad? But, you know, who's his dad's dad? And dad, like, we go back. I bet you, because I was watching that thing about these white dudes. They look blonde hair, blue eyes. They went and did the genealogy. Their great grandfather was a black dude from slavery, bro. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I know.
saying? Like, but
I know that.
the dude looked straight white. And then I was like, so we don't know. I'm pretty sure at some point there was an original race. You can call it Ham, Japheth, and Shem, whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
But at some point we lost who we were originally, bro. Because we can go, can we just call each other human beings and shit, bro? You know what I mean? We're just human beings. Because we're gonna spend our fucking head going that deep back then, bro. We can't. It's just, it's almost impossible, bro. Maybe
If
there's a
my
way. If you
if
know what I mean?
if my father was a fuck up, I don't have to be a fuck up, bro. You know what I mean? If my
Yeah,
father
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
illiterate, I don't have to be illiterate. That's the whole point about making choices. That's the whole point about this life, that this life is about making choices. But you can only
Yeah,
make
exactly.
wise choices with wise counsel. Like, who is your fucking teacher? Where did you get your game from? You know what I'm saying? Who taught you
Yeah,
what you know?
yeah, because you gotta have a teacher, somebody to teach you, bro. And to be honest, teachers teaching that shit, bro. The teachers we got is, who's the teachers, bro? The gangbangers and the prostitutes and shit. And
Yeah,
that's what we got growing up. A lot of us. You know?
I was a street scholar, bro. Like I was fast. I, I,
Oh yeah,
I'm a defender of youngsters, bro, especially the ones that are lost in the sauce in the street life. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because I was once lost in the sauce, bro. I was fascinated with street life, bro. I wanted every part of it. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the smoke. You know what I'm saying? I wanted
Yes, indeed.
now I understand I was dumb as shit. You know what I mean?
And it's all
Like I
right. It's all right because you didn't have no guidance, bro. You don't have no
well, I
real
mean,
guidance. And,
it don't
you know what I
affect
mean?
me because it's in the past. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah, yeah.
I understand the
But,
process,
but,
just like what you said. I didn't have no guidance, so
but
it
sometimes your
wasn't my
mistakes
fault.
is your guidance. Sometimes your mistakes is your teacher. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
that's what I'm saying. That now I could tell somebody, bro, like you know what I'm saying, snap out at that shit. You know what I mean? Like if you need to get
Yeah,
slapped
yeah,
up, because I believe in tough love too. You feel me? That's
yeah.
like in the hospital. Sometimes when they tell you bad news, you know what I mean? Like such and such died. Sometimes the brain goes into a state of shock. You feel me? Like the doctor is talking to you and you don't hear it because you're thinking. So what do? They slap your motherfucking ass. Get back over here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Snap out of it.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
And
yeah,
then and
yeah.
what do you say after you get snapped? Oh, thank you, doctor. Thank you. I was losing it. Sometimes you
But
got to get touched
that's
up.
like in a, that's like when you go to the army and they see you pointing the gun the wrong way, or you can shoot yourself. They'll slap you for that, bro. They'll kick you right in the chest. Homie. Like, what the fuck, homie? You almost killed yourself, dumb bastard.
Yeah, that,
But that was love right there, bro. Cause he saved you, bro. Cause next time you up in the fucking head the way you pointing that gun, dog. You know what I mean?
right. That's
That's
just
just
like
tough
when we go
love,
back,
bro. You know what I'm saying?
right? We go back to this gang talk, gang terminology. That's what the DP is all about. You know what I mean? The disciplinary. You know what I'm saying? That you're getting touched up because you know what I'm saying because you fucked up. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
keep
yeah, yeah.
doing that, bro. You can't keep fucking up because you're
You
putting
gotta go.
everybody
Yeah,
else life at risk. You feel me?
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like if
Oh
you was
yeah,
just
bro.
bolo
And that's what
solo, like you said, if you bolo solo, you fuck up.
bro.
Well,
It's been like that. Put, now
huh?
go
What
ahead,
you say?
bro. I think we cut off. I think we cut off a little bit. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say nobody truly in this life is bolo solo, bro.
Yeah, I mean, nah.
Nobody.
It feels like that sometimes, you know.
No. I mean, yeah, it feels like that, but the reality is that our feelings is not the truth. Feelings ain't the truth.
Yeah,
Feelings come and go. Feelings be like, at 1 minute I'm mad at you because, whatever. You said something, you did something, whatever. I'm feeling offended. But then after a while, I get over it and then I love you again.
yeah,
See, feelings come and go. Feelings come and go.
yeah. That's how we
You know,
operate a lot of the time. So
yeah, that's
yeah,
why
indeed. That's what I mean.
we can't be emotional. You know what I'm saying? We need to, and that's why we need
That's
to
what.
be. Go ahead, go ahead.
That's what I mean, bro. Like that's why I keep telling, bro. You got to put that mind and drive, bro. You got to know when
Right.
you're having some thoughts that's putting you in the past. So you got to be aware of that shit. And the trick to this is to be conscious of it. That's it, bro. Just be conscious of
Well,
what's going in your head. You know what I mean? Because your
that's
mind,
what.
bro.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. Because your
No,
mind,
finish your
no
thought.
matter
Finish your
what,
thought.
no matter what you do with your mind is gonna think, homie. I try to stop that bitch from thinking. You won't stop it from thinking, homie. Thoughts are gonna run through it, but you can control which thoughts
Definitely.
runs through it, bro. You know what I
But
mean? You can control
that's
which thoughts we go through. You know what
that's
I mean?
that
That's the thing.
that that's why I appreciated the council, the brotherhood that we had. You know what I'm saying with the other brothers. You feel me? Because
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Everyone had different opinions, came from different places. You know what I mean? And how do we combat some of these thoughts or misguidance that we have? Because sometimes we're young and we think a certain way because of whatever it is. Well, that's why I shared. You feel me? That's why,
yeah, yeah,
you know
yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Remember what the brother said? He was like, oh, you know what? We're thinking about, having like a call-in session, you know what I mean? Where young brothers could call in and they talk to you.
That shit would
I
have been
wasn't
good.
expecting that. I wasn't
No,
expecting
no,
that.
no. Well, I suggested that shit to Jack. I'm like, bro, I think Romeo, bro, would be great for that shit. We should give everybody a little segment or something like that. And I mean,
Yeah.
that's what we saw in you, bro. I pointed it out to Jack. Like, I think he'd be a good dude to talk to and shit. You know what I mean? As far as,
Yeah. Yeah, but y'all
non-biblical
can't
shit, you know what I mean?
y'all
You know what I
came
mean?
to that conclusion and because you heard how I vibe with y'all. You know what I mean? That
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
try
yeah.
to give wise counsel all the time. You know what I mean? Even if it hurts me, you feel me? That's like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
like
yeah.
what I said about the gang member shit. I know somebody gonna be hurt out there. Be like, damn, I was gang member for 30 years, still am. Well, you still a
Yeah.
dumbass. You feel
Yeah,
me?
bro, that's ridiculous, yo. You know what I mean? To keep being detrimental to your own, whatever block or whatever, wherever you live at. It's just something you gotta. Because I'm fools like I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like when you read about these hoods, they started out good, homie. They all started out as I want to protect the block, the neighborhood for intruders,
Right. Yeah.
and then later on, bro, like everything started when you read about the Crips and all that shit started out good, bro. You
Yeah.
know,
I know.
but the actions of the man, homie, we are, you know what I mean, our essence, homie, we fuck it up every time. You know what I mean? We
Right.
just fuck it up, and then we got to
So
get back to that shit, bro. When to the good, bro. We got to mean good and shit. You know what I mean?
so
Shit, but
so
go
so
ahead, my bro.
so peep game. We're gonna take a little break. So I'm gonna put
Yeah,
this video. I hope people listen up. Take a little break. Be right back.
go ahead, my bro.
It can destroy your family and make your children's future uncertain. It has hurt. It can change the way you live. It can take away everything you have. It can destroy your family and make your children's future uncertain. It has hurt more, damaged more, killed more than anything mankind has ever known. What is it? It's the B'nai B'rith, enlightening America and the world.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society. And we are, as a people, inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, to secret oaths, and to secret proceedings. We decided long ago that the dangers of excessive and unwarranted concealment of pertinent facts far outweighed the dangers which are cited to justify it. And there is very grave danger that an announced need for increased security will be seized upon by those anxious to expand its meaning to the very limits of official censorship and concealment. That I do not intend to permit to the extent that it's in my control. For we are opposed around the world by a monolithic and ruthless conspiracy that relies primarily on covert means for expanding its sphere of influence, on infiltration instead of invasion, on subversion instead of elections, on intimidation instead of free choice, on guerrillas by night instead of armies by day. It is a system which has conscripted vast human and material resources into the building of a tightly knit, highly efficient machine that combines military, diplomatic, intelligence, economic, scientific, and political operations. Its preparations are concealed, not published. Its mistakes are buried, not headlined. Its dissenters are silenced, not praised. No expenditure is questioned, no rumor is printed, no secret is revealed.
What was Kennedy's occasion is attack?
It is extremely dangerous what I'm embarking upon, simply because so many people who have attempted to reveal this history previously have been killed in the process of doing it. I have no fear, and I will finish what I start, or someone will, because it needs to be done. Tonight, I begin to narrate to you a special report of the Executive Intelligence Review entitled The Ugly Truth about the ADL. Now, I want you to understand something. I am not talking about Jews. I am talking about a branch of the Illuminati, the control structure that is bringing one world government into fruition, destroying the sovereignty of nations, and many, many other things. As you will see, ladies and gentlemen, the ADL does not represent the Jewish people, but instead is using them and is manipulating them so that they innocently, as many of you have done throughout your life innocently, are helping to bring about the destruction of the sovereignty of individual nations, the destruction of individual creator-endowed, constitutionally guaranteed rights, and the formation of a one-world, totalitarian, socialist government. I want it clearly understood that the hour of the time has stated on many, many occasions that we oppose racism of any kind in any form by anyone. What you're going to discover is that the ADL, while calling many, many people anti-Semitic, are themselves one of the greatest racist groups that has ever existed upon the face of this earth. On April 14th, 1865, the day President Abraham Lincoln was shot, will live forever, ladies and gentlemen, as a day of infamy for American patriots and lovers of freedom all over the world. But for the leadership of the Scottish Rite of Freemasonry and the Order of B'nai B'rith and its 20th century secret police arm, the Anti-Defamation League, April 14th, 1865, is a day that will be long remembered for a very different reason. The B'nai B'rith, a pivotal player in the British Freemasonic plot to destroy the Union, was implicated in Lincoln's assassination, something that you've never been taught. That fact does not square very well with its long cultivated but totally unwarranted reputation as a Jewish social service organization and a champion of civil rights. For that reason, B'nai B'rith and the ADL have gone to great lengths, ladies and gentlemen, to bury that history and much, much more. Simon Wolfe, 1835 to 1923, was the Washington, D.C. lawyer for the Order of B'nai B'rith during the entire period of the United States Civil War. He would later head the International Order of B'nai B'rith for many years. In 1862, Wolfe was arrested by Lafayette C. Baker, the chief of detectives for the city of Washington, D.C., and later Lincoln's chief of the United States Secret Service, on charges that Wolfe was involved in spying and blockade running on behalf of the Confederacy. Baker arrested Wolfe, who was the attorney representing a number of Jews accused of spying for the South, on the grounds that he was part of a conspiratorial organization working on behalf of the secessionist cause behind the lines in the nation's capital.
So they mentioned, this is a gang. It's just their gang. With Brother Vlad, we were, touching many topics. And one of the topics that we touched was about the, local gangs in California and in the United States and, around the world. Well, gang terminology is very important to know, because there's gangs all around the world and all different types of cliques and that's their gang. Many people don't even know about it. What's up, Brother Vlad?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, that shit right there, bro. Yeah, that's why they smoked that brother Kennedy, man. That's why he got smoked, because he was talking about secret societies and all that shit. And you watched the Irishman yet?
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it's called The Irishman with with the Goodfella guys, Robert De
Yeah,
Niro
yeah.
and
I heard of it. I just never watched it.
but right there they explain to you why they killed Kennedy, right? Was the mobsters, the mobsters, basically the Italian mobsters and all the motherfuckers. They got Kennedy elected because they thought Kennedy was gonna fight communism, and they were like the Italians. They wanted to put casinos and all that shit in Cuba, so they thought they were gonna go back to Cuba because they had a lot of. I don't know if you watched The Godfather. You watched The Godfather Part 2, right?
Yeah, yeah.
You seen that? Remember when Michael Corleone goes to Cuba, and he's meeting up with the rich Jew motherfucker, and the Jew people want all these Italian motherfuckers to invest in the casinos, right?
Right.
But Michael catches it. He's like, "Oh, bro, but I just saw this revolutionary here. He was ready to blow himself up for the cause." It looks like the revolutionaries is gonna win right here, and Castro's gonna take over, and we won't be able to put our casinos right here. So the Jewish people was running game on the Italian mob, right?
Right.
So that's what it's all about, bro. So once Castro came in, the capitalists couldn't go to Cuba and put their casinos up and none of that shit, right? They couldn't do that shit no more. So the Irishmen, they go in more deep on it. What happened? So when they get Kennedy involved, bro, because they think Kennedy's gonna fight communism and overthrow Castro out of Cuba, and they can go back into Cuba and put the casinos and all that shit in there, bro.
Yeah.
But he does the opposite because he don't want. John F. Kennedy wanted. He didn't want to fuck with Cuba. He wanted to leave Cuba alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like the second brother that you put on, the do after the John F. Kennedy, what was his name? I think he wrote a book, Behold the White Horse or something like that, no?
Yeah.
Um,
William Cooper. William Bill
yeah,
Cooper.
William Cooper, right? Uh, he he's telling you about the whole world, the new world order they want to do. That's what they want to do, bro. They want it. That's why I told you in the end, United States and Russia won't fuck with each other, bro. They let all these little poor countries go at it, but they will never touch each other because they play in the whole world, bro. In the end, they're gonna get together and they're gonna turn this whole shit into the whole world, the new world order and shit, bro. That's what it is. This it's like uh it's like the story of fucking of Samson in the Bible, with the two pillars, bro. You know what I'm saying? And these two pillars is holding the whole house together, bro. And the moment we knock these two pillars down, communism or socialism against capitalism, we'll knock everybody. But we gotta be willing to die, basically, bro. We gotta be willing to go down with the house and shit, bro. You know, and that's what it's about and shit. These capitalist motherfuckers, they wanted to go to Cuba and they wanted to turn this shit, you know what I mean? Oh, into the whole fucking thing and shit in Cuba and that. And Kennedy didn't do that, bro, because Kennedy thought we were against secret societies. And no, bro, that's not the case. This whole fucking America was built on the secret societies, homie.
Right.
Everything was, bro. So the big secret about this is for Cuba, America to infiltrate everywhere, and Russia do their part, and in the end they're gonna sell us out, bro. They're gonna get together, homie, and it's gonna because in the end, why the fuck was America beefing with Cuba when Russia was the one giving the weapons to Cuba? You see what I mean? Like you should have went for the swords. You should have went attack fucking Russia, bro. But they don't fuck with each other. I'm telling you, bro, because they're playing the whole world. You know what I mean? And that's why that fool Kennedy got killed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because he's supposed to move in on Cuba, though. And according to the movie, I don't believe it. That's the whole story. But according to the movie, that's why he got killed and shit, bro.
You
And
know.
the
You
Italian
know.
mobsters killed him and shit. You know what I mean?
I got the video online where just recently, because just like what you were saying about banging on the beast, right?
For
You
sure.
know, we have to have a deeper understanding of everything about history and what's going on now, and a lot of people, they're working with limited information. For example, the
Uh-huh.
the dude that the producers in Hollywood, you know what I mean? I got videos that talk about, you know um why the Jews are in Hollywood, you know what I mean, why they're there. And the 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 JFK movie that's called JFK, that's like the number
Uh-huh.
one movie about JFK. And in this movie, the producer, and I believe the director too, they're Jews, right? So
Yeah.
JFK is supposedly the based on the true story of what happened. Well, one thing that it doesn't talk about is the Jews' involvement. Like, you got to remember that Kennedy was assassinated in 74, I believe, if I'm not
Oh,
mistaken.
63. 63.
Even before, yeah. So this is like, bro, like this is many moons before, we was even just like you said, we was into street shit. You know what I mean? We was learning, gang signs. We were learning what colors mean. We were watching movies like Colors and American Me. And while, these other races,
Yeah.
let's be specific, the Jews, they didn't give a fuck about none of those movies, and they didn't give a fuck about no sports. They were learning law, and business because they know how to infiltrate governments and take down whole governments. See,
Oh yeah.
you know, I have to do some research about Russia and the history of Russia and how it was taken down because I've come to an understanding that the Bolsheviks, basically the Jews took down Russia. This Russia that we see now is just like how basically how we're living in the United States right now. You used to have an old United States, and then you got like a new, just like what you said about gangs, right? You said that a lot of these gangs, they started with good intentions. You know what I mean? They started with a protection of the people and shit like that. But for whatever reason, the wrong people got a hold of the leadership, and then the whole gang started, what I mean, becoming just not what it was supposed to be. Same thing happens with governments, you know what I mean? Same thing happens with even in this YouTube world or these social medias. There's channels that start good, and then they start getting so much of a following that they sell the channel, bro. Other people come and they offer you, hey, you know what? We'll give you $1 million. You got all this following. We want to, and then they just take the channel, and then they just start selling their shit. Start talking about something
Yeah.
totally. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's exactly what happens with governments. You know what I mean?
He
Look at
infiltrated, bro. Yeah.
look what you said about the government in El Salvador. That you know what I mean. That somebody from the outside or Mexico, the same thing. Who's the president of Mexico? A Jewish woman. Who's the president of El Salvador? A Palestinian man. Who's the
Jesus.
president of Argentina, and etc. Then you start being like, oh shit, like you know what I mean. Like we're still talking about like average ass shit when these people are governing the world, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, bro. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I was talking about Germany. Like nobody understands Hitler's rage, bro. Why he was so mad.
Exactly,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like Hitler wasn't just hating Jewish people, bro.
Just to
Hitler
hate
fought in
them.
the first. Nah, Hitler fought in the first war, bro. You know, he saw what happened. Like I said, they were being kind. The German motherfuckers were being kind to the British in the first war. You know, but it was the Greek or the Zionists. I don't want to say the Jews, but the Zionists, because they said the Zionists don't even believe in the Bible and shit, bro. They just want to play God and shit, like
Yeah,
bringing the Jewish people back to their land and shit like that. But those people used to run the banks like the Rothschilds and all that, right? And they like how you go to a bank and you get a loan for your home and stuff. They give loans to individuals, right? But these world banks, they give loans to countries and shit, bro. And then
exactly.
if you don't pay your money, bro, they bankrupt you. They don't bankrupt individuals, they bankrupt countries, bro. And that's what the Jewish or the Zionists learn how to do, how to bankrupt countries and shit. And that's what they did with Germany during the first war. When Germany was whooping the shit out of the British, I remember reading about that history. They were whooping, they were beating the shit out of the British. The British were like, or the largest to take on the Germans, bro. But the Germans, bro, they were Germany is a small country, bro. I don't know if you looked at Germany. It is a small country compared to all the other European countries, bro. Man, those
Yeah,
motherfuckers are warriors, doggy. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? They're warriors. I mean, if I got to give it to any European countries, it'll be the Germans, bro, because they little. But you see Hitler, the way he was moving on everybody, homie. Those motherfuckers is warrior and intelligent, and a lot of the fucking science we got from Germany, like the atomic bomb. That shit came from the Germans, bro. It was stolen technology from the Germans. But anyways, they were doing so good, homie. They were whooping the British. They looked at the British like, we're whooping your fucking ass, man. You're getting beat. Why don't you just go home and call this war off? Because you remember why that war started, right? The first war. Do you know why?
the first war.
Yeah,
Why?
he was over fucking Austria and fucking the Soviets, bro. You know what I mean? That's who started. They were beefing. And then the Soviets went and did a hit on the next dude that was gonna take over Austria, bro. Austria used to belong to Germany. right?
Right.
So what you call it was between those two countries, bro, right? These two countries that had nothing to do with Germany and the British or none of that, you know. And then come to find out, bro. Come to find out, Germany got involved, and then the British got involved in this fight because they assassinated the Soviets. Assassinated the motherfucking the next king of Austria, right? Because then those times they were kings still and czars and shit, right? So what you call? Oh, they assassinated him, and it was over an assassination, bro. Basically, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Killing a duke of Austria, homie, the Soviets. And since the Soviets used to run with the British, you know what I mean? They went and ran to the big daddy, hey man, they're fucking with us. And and the Austrians went and ran to Germany, and hey, they're fucking with us. And come to find out, homie, Germany, fucking Russia, you know what I mean? And the main motherfuckers in Germany, Russia, and the British, they were all cousins. The three of them were all cousins, bro. First cousins. One they were called Nikki. The other one, Nikki was the one. He was the last Tsar of fucking Russia, right? And then
Uh-huh.
you have fucking the other motherfucker from Britain and shit, bro. What was his
Uh-huh.
name? What was his name? Georgie. They call him Georgie. And they were three cousins, bro. That was who's
Yeah.
ruling the first war, bro. They were related. They're
Yeah.
blood cousins, bro. And they all go back to fucking Jewish blood and shit, though. Zionists. They started this war and the people died, homie. And it was over an assassination and shit. But anyways, it's all make believe, bro. Later on, Germany, right? Germany's whooping on Britons and shit. And they were like, go home, bro. Get the fuck out of here. We're whooping your ass. And the British was about to just pack up and go. And then they come to Zionists. They agreed, bro. They knew that Germany was allies with Turkey. And Turkey had possession of Palestine, homie. And like if you beat Germany, you beat the Turkish, and that means we get Palestine. And that's when they wrote, about the Balfour Declaration and all that shit, right? That's
Yeah.
when they wrote that shit, and they were like, once you win Germany, once you beat Germany, give us Turkey, and they wrote that shit before they even won the war, bro. And the British were like, whatever, yeah, they wrote that shit down and all that shit, and boom, boom, boom. All right, let's bring United States of America. Let's fly in let's do like a Pearl Harbor like type of shit. Like let's pretend that Germany bombed this ship and it was American people in there, and that's gonna be the excuse of United States going into war. And that's what they did, bro. But they were all cousins. They did this shit on purpose, bro, so they can do follow up with the World War II. It's all secret society shit, dog. In the end, they done this shit, bro, over stupid shit. Everybody went to war. And then you move on, and then you got Hitler. Hitler found out about all this shit, bro. So he had this disdain for these Jewish people, bro, for the Zionists. So he went crazy on them, bro. He went berserk, right? He started killing people, kids, and everything. But you don't know the motive. People think I used to think it was like, oh, he just hate their big noses and the way they talk. And no, bro, no. Fucking Germany was a safe haven for fucking Jewish people in those days because nobody liked Jewish people. You know, nobody liked every country they went. Nobody liked those motherfuckers. So the people of Germany took him in, gave him businesses and everything, bro. And later on, they got backstabbed by the Zionists because they wanted little Palestine, huh? You know?
That's one of the things that started waking me up because supposedly they've been kicked out of 109 different countries, right? And
Yes.
and now that I have, worldly knowledge, sophisticated, that I've talked to people from around the world and been some places, bro. People from around the world ain't kicking people out just for, what I mean, just because, they don't like them. You know what I'm saying? People
Yeah,
from
yeah, yeah,
around,
yeah.
people are not, no, there's nobody that we've heard from other races or the other types of people that we've heard have gotten kicked out or ran up out of country except these people. And then I started asking myself, well, why? Because it's not like what you said. It's not because of their noses or how they look. It got to be something more. It got to be something deeper. And and this is why they really try to hide, that knowledge. You know what I mean? That
Yeah.
why, like what you said, why? What's the reason? What's the real reason Hitler really started hating these people? One of those reasons that really kicked them over the top was that the same thing was happening now that's bringing people together. What's bringing people together? They're
That
sick
shit
and
right there.
they're
Yeah.
sick and tired of this transgender narrative. You know what I mean? They're sick and tired of they're now they're putting babies and children transgender process, giving them operations, giving them injections, so boys they don't get no hormones, no testosterone, and women they don't get no estrogen. So they're creating these things. Hitler found out about this stuff when they, because in Germany, one of the a lot of their they were into this transgender shit already 100 years before. Like, this is not nothing new. I just seen the movie. Remember I told you that I had Gladiator on the shelf, so I watched
Yeah,
Gladiator, right, and then I watched Gladiator 2. Now, I don't watch these movies just to entertainment purposes. I do the research. I googled. You know what I mean? Is this shit true? So in Gladiator 1, you know what I mean, Marcus Aurelius, he's a true character, and his son Commodus, he's a true character. But the dude from Gladiator, the actor from that's not a true character. That's fictional. That's for movie.
yeah.
Okay, so I did some research about that. I didn't know a lot of stuff, so I learned some shit, and then I watched Gladiator 2. In Gladiator 2, you know what I mean, the two emperors, though they're true emperors, history emperors, and they did, and one of the brothers did kill himself. But what killed me is that the next emperor after them was called Elagabalus, something like that. And
Uh-huh.
then
I think I know what you're
this
talking about.
dude, this dude was a fucking transgender emperor, gay as
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. He
Now,
was like the most evil one and shit. I remember.
right, and so you got to understand, Romans, they was on some gay shit, but this dude, they had to they couldn't tolerate him because he was on some super gay shit. He was on some super gay shit because the Romans was already on some gay shit, and they couldn't stomach the super gay shit. So he
But it
was
was,
on some
what was
super
it,
gay shit.
Caligulus? What was that? What was his name
No,
and
but
shit?
no, yeah, that was the two brothers, Caligulus and Gelly or some shit, some names
Oh, okay,
like,
okay, yeah,
you know what I mean? That's one of the ones that he was on some gay shit too, and then he killed his
yeah,
brother because he had some like mental illness, on some jealousy.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
the next dude after that, the next emperor after
Okay.
that, he was like on some transgender shit. Like you know what I mean? Like he was on some like
Like
he wanted to
like in
he
that
wanted to,
Gladiator Part Two with those two brothers, they were kind of gay, homie. And if you saw that Gladiator Part Two
yeah,
and shit,
yeah.
man, yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
like those
I just
dudes.
recently seen that. So that's where I'm going with it. That this
Uh,
gay shit and European shit, bro, it's nothing
uh,
new to them. You know what I
And
mean?
but
Like
there you go, bro. But there you go. You went deeper, bro. You went to the exact point I wanted to get you at, bro. You brought up the Romans and shit. You brought up all this shit, and that's where we at right now. Like I want to tell the whole world, but nobody will hear me, bro. These people you call Jewish, they're really the Romans, bro. That's why they know a lot of secrets about how and what, and that's why they can run the world. But they're running under secrecy now. You see, when the Romans they got taken down by the fucking what you call the sheep, basically, the barbarians. That's what they call sheep back then. Barbarians, right? We were the barbarians, and once the Romans got taken down, bro, and they had to flee, because now all Romans got killed and shit, bro. They didn't just become Joe Pesci and fucking Robert De Niro, bro. They spread out, bro. You know what I mean? They're not just in Italy, bro. They left. They went all over the world, right? And one of the main places these Roman motherfuckers went was Turkey, dog. Turkey was the place that, and that's what they call the Khazarian Jews, bro, and all that
as
shit, right?
far
And
as
Ashkenazi and all that shit,
yeah,
because they ran away, and the Romans, they started getting chased everywhere, bro. People hated the Romans because they ruled, just like America. Once America goes down, any motherfucker comes up America, they're gonna have to go in hiding, bro, because all the crimes that America's done. Same thing with Rome. And then these people, bro, and there was not like the poor Romans that got away. It was the rich, the elites and shit. You know what I mean?
right,
Like,
yeah.
as
So yeah,
always. And these people always knew the secret of the worlds, bro. They knew everything. That's why they turned around and gave Christians the New Testament and know that, because they know that's just bullshit, bro. And they kept the Old Testament, bro, because they're the ones that gave you the New Testament, the Book of Romans, the Book of this, the Book of that. That was their shit, bro. You know what I mean? They know it was bullshit. The Piso family wrote that shit. You know what I mean? It's all in their New Testament, bro. And then they took that shit from Egypt. I'm not saying that the stories and all that shit is all fake, but they took a lot of shit from Egypt, and they were playing God themselves in the motherfucking New Testament. They were just using Jesus and the Most High above and all that shit. So that's why now you see them with their Torah, and they give the rest of the ignorant people the New Testament and all that shit, bro. They know the Old Testament has more significance, bro. You know what I'm saying? So they kept the Old Testament. They know about money. They know about this. I mean, they know how to run the world because they did it before, homie. They ran the world before, but now they're doing it in obscurity. Though. They're doing it in the dark. You know, we can't tell who it is. We think it's the United States president, but it's not. So we're coming back to transvestite and abortions and all that shit. That's one of the main keys they use right now to divide us in the United States, especially. The Democrats is all for that gay shit and all that shit. And the people over there, you know what I mean, are against all that shit, you know what I mean, on the right side. They're more like conservatives and they're being distracted while they've got you concentrating on this stupid shit, bro. Because I'm not, I mean, on the abortion shit, you know what I mean? I get it, there's a lot of women out there abortions, but on the gay shit, you're not walking around outside right away and seeing a transvestite. It's not the majority population going on like that, bro. But it's one of the things they use to divide you. Why they pass real fucked up laws against you. Like for example, what fucking Trump is doing right now with all these taxes and all this shit and all these tariffs and all that. But at the same time, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna get that gay shit, that transvestite shit away. You know what I mean? We're gonna get rid of that. But they passed so many laws away, bro. You know what I mean? So many laws that we're concentrating on the gay shit and the abortion shit and all that shit. When they're passing all this shit, they're gonna fuck up the world. And that's how the fucking Romans did it, bro. They distracted with the gay shit and everything back then while they were doing some evil ass shit. And the Jewish people, like you said, they've been knowing this shit, bro. This is something they've been doing over and over again. I didn't even know what you say about the Nazis and Hitler in Germany doing this shit, this transvestite shit. But they've been doing it, obviously, bro. The history repeats itself, you know? So it makes sense that you're saying this the Romans did that because they're doing it right now again, but they're just doing it from the dark. You think it's the United States. You know what I mean?
The Roman Empire never really died.
Never fell.
They just rebranded. You know what I mean?
It's called United States of America and Britain and shit. That's why you see most of this shit and like all their fucking coliseums and all that shit they used to have in Rome.
I mean, look. Even in the Roman Empire times, right? You know, one of some of their like even in the movie, right? That's why it's important. It's okay to watch these movies, you know what I mean? But break it down, you know what I mean? Like see things with a new light. So in Gladiator, you know, they sent certain people to rule over certain lands. You know what I mean? Because the Roman Empire was so vast, you know, that they sent certain people to rule over that little particular land. That is what nowadays we call presidents. You know what I mean? So people think that the president is like the ruler of that land. The president is just the resident with the resident, the precedent. So it's a president, you know. So you know, that's why it's important to really, you know, tap in and touch bases and really get a higher level. And you know, if anyone out there is listening and watching, you know, I don't even portray myself as knowing all of this. I invite other people, you know what I mean, that know more about these topics to tap in and share the light or give a piece of the puzzle to the public or to me or to anybody else who's watching. That's like, you know, if you check the playlist on this channel, I go in about the Jesuits, you know what I mean? I've read about you know, the founders, you know, where they've been. I've done a series of videos just speaking about the Jesuits. And you know, I know for a fact that there's other people older than me that has been really researching this topic way more. I like to say on this channel that if you want to learn more about this, let's learn together, because I'm learning as I go. You know what I mean? I didn't know all the people, all the players about the Jesuits and how they were affiliated, and that it you know, the real name was the Society of Jesus, and that it was a military faction, just like what we read about the Jewish, the B'nai B'rith, and the ADL. Like a lot of people don't know who the Jesuits are. They don't know who the B'nai B'rith is. They don't know who the ADL is, because like Brother Vlad was saying, they rule by secrecy. You know, that's a book I read that is one of the books that really turned me out to this they call it the conspiracy world, but that's bogus terminology too. This ain't a conspiracy. You know what I mean? What they do is they do conspire. They are conspiring against the people, the public, the don't knows. That's why if you're a don't know, you're meat, you're fodder. You're going to be you already, what I'm saying, been socking it to their pockets. And what kills me is a lot of people talk this high power talk like they revolutionary, but they still buying McDonald's type shit. You know what I mean? They talk this high power shit, but they're still drinking Coca-Cola's type shit. And it's okay, you know what I mean? If you're breaking, you know what I mean? You're breaking them habits, and you're trying to get rid of that, and you're fighting against, the urges of candies and sweets and this and that. I come from that. I understand that. But if you're talking this high power revolutionary takedown, bang on the beast type shit, but I see you at 7-Eleven buying, you know what I mean, slushies and Slurpees. Come on now, cut it out. You can't serve two gods. Either you're really sincere about banging on the beast, or you're a fraud. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's okay if slip here and there. You know what I mean? But if you're talking this high power thing, but you're always, like, you know what I mean, in the fast food line, that's where, what I mean, nobody is going to believe you. You know what I mean? You're going to need more people. You know what I mean? And because we do need to boycott. You know what I mean? We do need to sacrifice and stop socking it to their pockets. You can't, and we need to build for our own, you know. So the brother Vlad seems like he got disconnected. Go ahead and like, subscribe, share to the channel. Make sure you tap in on the regular, because we will continue having these conversations. If you want to tap in and participate, I put the on these lives or on these discussions, because that's all we're trying to have. We're just trying to spark dialogue.
Conspiracy theorist by now.
Wasn't ready for this back then.
Let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because
you are not intelligent.
Let me tell you, if you are not a conspiracy theorist by now, it's because
you are not intelligent.
They wasn't ready for this back then. They probably not ready for it now. Those that sleep forever gonna be sleep. Those that woke. Yo soy la reencarnación de Tupac Amaru. Wait, what? De Tupac Amaru. Tupac. Yo soy la reencarnación.
The chorus says, I am the reincarnation of Tupac Amaru. Many people don't know who Tupac Amaru is. They think that Tupac Amaru is a rapper, an actor. They're talking about Tupac Amaru Shakur, the actor, real life actor. Oh, don't let me go there, because a lot of people they get I got to do a trigger warning. They get sensitive. You know what I mean? They don't want to know the truth about Tupac Amaru Shakur. You know what I mean? Thug life, baby. You know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I mean? They bought the image that was portrayed on the screen, on the videos. You know what I mean? But at the same time, the truth got to be communicated, got to be said. But I'm talking about Tupac Amaru, you know what I mean? Which was the reason why Afeni Shakur named her son. Well, she didn't name her son Tupac Amaru. She rebranded him after allegedly, you know what I mean? Well, you got to do the research, but because Tupac's real name was Leslie. You know what I mean? Leslie. And then they rebranded Tupac Amaru Shakur, You know what I mean? And Tupac Amaru was this indigenous revolutionary leader in Peru. You know that allegedly the Spaniards he was defending his indigenous people, and you know the Spaniards, the colonizers, they tied him, each limb, each arm and legs, to a different horse, and they split him apart with the horses. You know what I mean? Ripped him, ripped his limbs off. Yeah, real true gruesome history out there. You know what I mean? That's why for some it's not recommended that you you know, you wake up and you tap into this, to the real history. Nah, continue watching the Raider Nation or Cowboy Nation or 49er Faithful or whichever sports you dilly daddle with. You know what I'm saying? Continue that road. You know what I mean? Continue being a Yankee or a Dodger, or you know what I mean, or a Laker or a Warrior or a Nick. You know what I mean? Just continue that road, because this ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? This is gruesome history. It's gonna you're gonna feel a certain way. You know what I mean? So that's who that Tupac Amaru, and that's what that song says. You know what I mean? I am the reincarnation of Tupac Amaru. It's just that it's in Spanish.
Takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. They sold us the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy. Why do you think justice blind? Each one takes time to the illusion of democracy and freedom. Now they worry that my music has the power of healing. Unleashing all the demons fed through TV and through lies. They rule by secrecy.
That's the book I was telling you about. Rule by Secrecy is by Jim Mars with a double R. He was a reporter back in JFK days in Dallas, Texas, and that's what turned him out. So I read this book and it just turned me out. You know what I'm saying? I got hip to some real game and some real knowledge, and I got hip to the bloodlines. And it was just the first book. Then I've read, you know, and I got tapped into much more. But this was just the tip, the base. You know what I'm saying? Pause, no homo. You know what I'm saying? No Diddy. You know what I mean? But we all have to start somewhere. You know what I mean? A lot of people, you know, they haven't started. So if you are a lion that's sleeping, it's time you wake up and you start roaring. You know what I mean? If you're a sheep, you know, continue being a sheep. I'm not trying to wake up the sheep. You know what I mean?
Why do you think justice blind? Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated for the children of the sun. Each one takes time to succeed. This one is dedicated